Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone out there. Welcome once again to the Link to the Past Randomizer League. We are dealing with the Mystery Week, and we are having a lot of fun watching these runners go through who knows what. My name is NY Rambler. Joining me today is Adirondack Rick, and our race today features Hacksaw versus Synack. Two very accomplished runners. Hacksaw, if you were watching Speed Gaming a lot near the end of last year, you know me and him had a great series in the main tournament. Synack, as you may or may not know, is the person behind the bot that puts this all together. So we're going to see these two runners go out for their representative teams. We'll pull Ped for food, and we're bad at team names. Rick, are you ready for this?
I'm fine.
You're fine? You're not ready?
I'm fine.
I mean, you commentated earlier to watch your teammate lose. Now you're commentating again to watch your teammate hopefully win.
It would be nice to see a split in this series because if we lose this match, it's going to be a three-way tie for second place in the Lost Woods division, with Team Kappa spouting a 2-game lead for first place. We'll have three teams sitting here with 5-3 records. Team We're Bad, but We're Buddies, who is our opponent next week, and we'll pull Ped for food, who we're facing right now. So we are off, and we have a standard mode with some bad luck in our
bad luck in our future. But standard mode, we have not seen an assured sword yet, but we can still get a sword from Uncle, or we can get one of those 7 weapons that we get in the standard mode. And as we go through the castle, we'll probably find out pretty quickly if we're dealing with... we're not dealing with Randomizer, we know that. And we'll find out if we're dealing with key sanity of some sort or not.
Yeah, it would be nice if one of these two hit a start button. However, we're not getting anyone hitting a start button. We could get a bow from the Uncle.
Alright, so this is not vanilla swords.
This is also not Randomizer, as you've pointed out.
Yeah, we saw that on the opening screen. We get a book, so that doesn't really tell us anything about what's going to happen, but we might see a pet check early on, which could be the goal. You never know.
Both runners getting a bomb.
So that means they won't have to farm using those arrows as much as they needed to, because they already had the one bomb to get the 3 items in the back of his.
Alright, so as we go through this 6 minutes of Hyrule Castle, there's a whole bunch of options that we can definitely get. We are definitely narrowing down some of those options, but as we continue to go through here, we will hopefully have a better gauge of what we're dealing with, but obviously the ultimate is not going to happen until we get Dark World access.
And we see a compass, so we are dealing with some sort of key sanity here. We don't know yet if it's MC Shuffle, MCS Shuffle, or full-on key sanity. But we're down to one of those 3. It's definitely not normal, though.
And also, judging by the title screens, we were not dealing with Randomizer.
Yeah, there's no Randomizer any type. There was none of the Randomizer code that you see on the opening screen there. So we will not have a boss shuffle. We will not have the enemy HP shuffle. Get another compass, so this is just turning out to be complete garbage here. Synack getting a lot of bombs here to start.
Yeah, he'll be able to preserve his rupees for Kakariko Village. How do you spend 6 minutes on this forced path? What goes through your mind? Well, we're not dealing with the big key shuffle.
Yeah, no big key shuffle.
But we are dealing with small key shuffle.
All right, so this is going to be MCS.
Because that was a castle tower key that we got in Zelda's cell, of course, the pop-up. But we know it's not big key shuffle because there was no text box that popped up when these two picked up the big key from the ball and chain guard. And I think Synack, after seeing the hell that his teammate had earlier, and probably the same for Hacksaw, but especially Synack, considering the fact that Pulped pulled the win in the first of the two matches between these two teams, probably a little bit of a sigh of relief that it wasn't the inverted simple entrance boss randomizer that Clifford and Fat Boy ended up having to deal with earlier today.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been inverted cross keys, expert health, all that.
Rambler.
What? It could have been worse.
It was a 2.5 hour seed. It definitely could have been worse, but it could have been a whole lot better.
2.5. You're saying 2.5 hours? That's a bad thing. There's been some 3-hour seeds in this week because of this mystery mode, and just wait till next week when you're forced to do cross keys.
Should I remind people what I do behind the scenes at Speed Gaming?
Oh yeah, you like to schedule this out and make sure that everything's scheduled out into a nice little block.
Yeah, don't you think I'm already stressing about that as it is?
Well, just at least next week you'll know that to separate to 3 hours, not 2. Yeah, that's gonna be the vanilla key because Ken needed to be if we want to progress in this dungeon.
What if it wasn't?
Then we can blame Sahabot. Which is convenient because the creator of Sahabot's right here in Synack.
Wouldn't that be a forfeit for Synack since his bot rolled a unwinnable seed?
Yeah, I think so. Hey, that's your teammate. Haha.
So, back 3 of Escape. What great things were inside.
Man, this escape was, how do I put this nicely? Garbage.
Garbage?
Well, Castle Tower Small was the best thing we got.
Which we can't even use.
Yeah. And hopefully we don't actually need. That would stink. Let's see if the sank chest will be able to escape out. Nope, more arrows.
Just you wait, Rambler. We could be dealing with an all dungeon seed.
Oh, look at that. Look what we found out. We have ourselves a little bit of an entrance shuffle, don't we? And we have Hype Cave right away.
I think I'm going to shut up now.
You cursed your own team. Look at that.
I think I'm going to shut up now.
Well, right now it's looking more likely to be something along the lines of simple or full than crossed, but we shall see. However, now you're going to see these guys go into doors that you wouldn't normally expect, as these runners will have to see what's going on, and we'll find out pretty soon if we're dealing with simple or full or crossed when these runners go visit what's called Sahasra's house.
Mm-hmm. Well, we know that location is going to be guaranteed to be the back of tavern, because why?
Because there's no other entrances at the back of tavern. And look at this almost vanilla chicken hut hiding out in the sick kid's normal house.
It just moved one house over.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Not much. Nice little heart refill for Hacksaw there. Obviously, hints are off, so no need to check that hint tile.
Yeah, but there is a need to check the front of this tavern.
And oh, so we're not dealing with the... That means it's full entrance, I believe. Or maybe still could be crossed.
Well, we found the bomb shop.
Yeah, but the fact that we saw a connector in a non-connector house means we are definitely not dealing with simple. And there's another connector in the bottom. There's the Hashra's house we were talking about earlier in the refill hut here in Kakariko. That'll spit us out at Sahashrala's house is Sahashrala's hut.
That's how he gets between the two locations.
Man, that explains everything.
That's how he gets from point A to point B.
But that is also actually a really good connector to know.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Hey, listen. Just because he built an underground tunnel that went from Kakariko to Eastern Palace, Synack does go to the bottle vendor, get himself a heart container for 100 rupees. Gonna go in the left snitch, and we see. Oh, we might be. Oh, wait, what?
Hi there, Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock at Eastern. Well, yeah, we still could deal with Crossed. I don't know, but yeah, that could happen full.
Well, we know we're not dealing with Simple.
Yeah,
we already know
Simple's
that for
out
sure.
the door here.
Simple was thrown to the trash heap. Oh, hi, Gina.
Yeah, if we enter Turtle Rock, if we go into Turtle Rock and exit out into a dark world, then we know we're dealing with Crossed. But we're not going to be able to see that for a while. And here's Spec Rock Cave, which has 3 entrances, one of them at Eastern, so more connectors for you to deal with.
We do get a small key on the top.
Got a small key to pod. And yes, we do not have any hints on. I don't think there's any hints on any of the tournament races this league.
Hints are off throughout the entire league.
Hacksaww setting up the
Oh,
bomb jump, which is tougher than you expect, and does not.
yeah. You almost have to be perfect in your positioning, and Hacksaww was just a little short. But he is going to go see where this goes, is providing the mini Moldorms decide not to wreck him.
Yeah, you know, we'll just do 1 heart health.
Oh, there's the other end of Turtle Rock.
Right, so there's 2 Turtle Rock entrances in the light world. Hacksaw's not stuck. Yeah, you can't go swimming yet there, Hacksaw. So you're stuck. So with the 2 entrances Turtle Rock, this makes it, don't quote me on this yet, more likely that we're dealing with full and not crossed. However, that statement can come back and bite me in the butt pretty soon.
More information is necessary before we can come up with a ruling on that. Small key to Dark Palace. We're getting a ped check.
I think Synack at this point is hoping it's a ped goal and yeah, trying to pick up these bushes here.
Yeah, we have no way of knowing what our pendants are at this point. There's Spiral Cave.
And the pedestal is the hammer! Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh no.
I think we broke Rick, guys.
Well, I better cancel my appointments for tomorrow. I'm going to be here for a while.
Yeah, this is gonna be here a while.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, we found Ganon.
Yeah, and you see how Synack wisely just chose not to go down the hole first because you could wind up again at any point in time. Now, here's the thing. We don't know if this is a ped seed yet.
Yes,
It's
there is a very weird possibility of this not being a ped seed.
Wait a second.
That was a big key. Oh, this is oh god.
That was a Dark Palace big.
So this is full key sanity.
Well. Oh, the well is again at Lumberjack. It was in the first race as well.
Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna get a pot of coffee up, I think. Because this is gonna be a while.
I better order some more. I better order some more takeout. I thought I had enough ready for this race, but apparently not. I'm sorry to do this to you, team. I will not commentate any more of our team's races this tournament. A map is at Lumberjack. We will not see what map that is.
Well,
Now,
We might,
Still-
because actually,
There's still a possibility that the hammer is not required.
yeah, if GT or Ganon is 3.
Yeah, if Ganon's requirement is simple. But very likely we're here for the long haul.
Yeah. The good news is, I have good news here. You ready? It's still probably not Crossworld.
Well, we said it wasn't Big Key Shuffle either for full key sanity, and we've already been told wrong on that aspect.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That might be just a little issue with the that one key in Hyrule Castle.
could be. I mean, we also said that this wasn't.
Speaking of Hyrule Castle,
Yeah, I think Hacksaww wants to see where this takes him out at this point.
well, this should take you out vanilla because it was standard.
That's right.
But the other entrance could be something else.
That's right. Hey, Thieves Town Small.
Yeah, that was right next to the big key pod.
Yeah. That's a good small key to have in the back of your mind. However, stop hammer time means that we're not getting to that chest for a long, long time.
So this is one of these things where now these runners have to decide what their game plan is going to be, especially in the early game when they're going to be looking for stuff to progress a little further into this world. There's no small key on Lake Hylia Island.
This game is garbage.
And Synack finds the Waterfall Fairy Cave, gets the map of ice.
Yeah, I think Synack had no interest in going through Spiral Cave at this point, at least until he got through this spot first. Well, as I said, we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah, I'm a little confused on how to call this because these guys are just going to be opening entrances for the next, 15, 20 minutes here.
We've
And-
commentated with Z1 before. I think we should know how to do this by now.
I would have Z-Tracker up. Maybe I should get up the map tracker for Emo Tracker at this point. Hey,
It
there's
probably
a lamp.
is. There's our lamp.
Well, that's good. Now I can see our way through these dark rooms they're going to stumble into.
Yeah.
I must
Synack-
say that it's a the Crossworld map tracker that's patched on Emo Tracker is actually very good, very usable, and I commend the people who made that, which was mainly due to dude with one little help from I believe Philian.
One little help.
Hey, there's GameStar.
Oh,
We can't get
goodness.
too far without the hammer. And when I say can't get too far, I mean
We
we're
can
gonna
get to
check-
the true. We can get the true checks on the right hand side.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's about it. Oh, we do have the bow, so we can go upstairs and
Well, we can go upstairs to the mimic room, and that's it because we don't have the big key.
that's true. Power glove.
Oh God. Oh.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. Ready? We're gonna count how many times you're required to do Ganon's Tower. That's 1.
For those of you that are just tuning in, we know that this seed has the hammer on the pedestal. Hacksaww doesn't know this, but Synack does. I can't believe people are blaming me for this seed when the person who's responsible for rolling these seeds has created the bot and he's racing on the right-hand side and he's also a member of my team.
So by proxy, you're somehow to blame.
How'd you like to do some solo commentary?
For cross keys, anyway, Hacksaw finds the dam here at Ice Rod Cave.
Chat's still blaming me.
This is what happens when you become an honored and respected member of the community and you do a lot of really hard work behind the scenes. You get blamed for things that are not your fault.
Well, in that case, I love you too. And just for that, you have to hear more of me. Somebody asking in chat what does cross keys means. It's crossworlds key sanity.
The one difference right now is that right now we are looking at something that I do not think is Crossworld. I think this is just full entrance shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling more and more likely like that's the answer at this point. We haven't been spit out of a connector into the Dark World yet.
Until Synack comes out of this cave into a dark room or dark world location.
Then that's Commentator's Curse, and yes, then we would be dealing with full-on Crossworld key sanity.
But we haven't seen anything to that appearance just yet.
And there's Tower so continuing with the assumed full entrance shuffle. I think just calling it cross keys is just like cross keys is kind of a respected term that just means it's a mode, a specific mode that we're going to be dealing with next week. But it's also just any kind of entrance shuffle. Oh, the Moon Pearl. Moon Pearl! Moon Pearl's on Ether Tablet. Oh my gosh. Well, we need swords. That also confirms, I'm 99% sure of this. We didn't see the map first, though, that this is not swordless. Because if you need the hammer to get the Moon Pearl.
If we need the Moon Pearl to get the hammer. Or rather, if we need the hammer to get the Moon Pearl.
I think we'll be finding our swords pretty soon. That's my guess.
I think I'm going to be sick. 300 rupees. Now, obviously, if this does turn out to be a swordless, we would have a big tell probably soon. There we go.
Mind. There's the sword. Right.
Thank you, Synack, for doing the commentator curse, the reverse commentator curse. I was going to say we're going to start seeing some 20 rupees that have the green rupee with the 20 next to it. But
we might still see that.
But
this could be the hard item.
But all swords would have been that way. All right, so we're one sword away from getting the Moon Pearl.
Yes, and Moon Pearl would, well, we still need Titan's Midst to get Dark World access.
And I know Synack wasn't really looking forward to a Crossworlds next week. He's only doing it because I'm even worse at this than the rest of the team is.
Hacksaw has the money to go get, and Synack's gonna go rescue the old man. Hacksaw gonna go to Zora, has the money for it.
He does. He had a glove to get here. Let's not die, please. Good, we didn't die. And what is on Zora today? Love, but not a whole lot of it.
And now all the things that Hacksaw just wanted to do a check, they're all now in logic because the flippers are with the old man.
Well, the piece of heart was in logic anyway because of that glove, but you're right.
He also checked the hobo.
Right, he already checked hobo and he also checked other various things.
Well, he didn't check what was inside Waterfall Fairy because
no Moon Pearl.
Well, even then, I guess because, yeah, you have to go in and out and stuff. There's the silver arrows.
Oh, okay. That's a nice find.
That also confirms to us that we are dealing with normal item pool.
I think that will make both of these runners happy.
See, look, the seed's not that bad.
Are you sure of this?
We have silver arrows.
Yes.
That's all I got.
Thank you.
And it's not Crossworld. More than likely.
I think we're at 89% likely to say it's not Crossworlds at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable saying this is more than likely full.
All right, buckle in, friends. It may not be.
When will Hacksaw check the pedestal?
Yeah, because right now that's the advantage that Synack has, is that he's checked this pedestal.
Synack found the other side of Old Man Cave. With that lamp now we saw what that connector was.
What was that connector? I didn't see.
That was front of tavern, which was Old Man.
Okay, so it was the front entrance to...
Yeah, to the Old Man exit. The Old Man exit was on Spec Rock.
Alright, so Hacksaw goes in here, and this is how we got to the Old Man the Synack way. So Hacksaw's going to find out that the Moon Pearl is up here in due time, because he does have that book. Not much we can say about this seed at this stage, because we really don't know where these runners need to go.
I wonder what's on Obama's tablet. I mean, we've already seen two hilarious things we very rarely see on book check, with both Hammer Time and Bunny Link Be Gone.
That's the first time I've ever seen that text, by the way.
Oh, I've definitely seen it before. I think I saw it in the Plando tournament I was running. Someone put the Moon Pearl there, and I was able to scout that.
That's how you would do it.
Yeah.
Well, Synack's going through the Spiral Cave. At the other side of this, we find 50 rupees. Synack went through GT, right? Got the glove.
No, not yet.
Oh, he didn't. Okay.
Synack has not been to GT yet, which is at Mini Waldorf Cave.
Okay. There's the first sword for Hacksaw.
Yep. So Hacksaw is just doing some things that Synack's already done before. Synack doing some new checks, but still does not have the power glove out of Gannis Tower at Mini Waldorf.
Synack's probably really confused at this point. Let's see if Synack does the same thing we saw from Hacksaw earlier and pops out the other entrance, but no, he does remember that takes him right straight to the front. I am still at a loss to figure out where we need to go in this seed.
Well, I think it's going to start with getting a little sword and another glove. I think that's where we need to figure stuff out.
To be fair, nobody's gone over to the right-hand side where the Ice Rod Cave is, right?
I believe Hacksaw was over there. After he got the, after he checked GT, he took a walk over there and then fake flippered afterwards.
Then again, we haven't seen what was at, we haven't seen what is at the Waterfall Cave.
Yeah, that's one check we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Don't worry, we will figure this out. Come on, Synack. Get this bomb jump. Show us some new territory. Well, that's a different setup, but he got it. Game, you be silly.
So you want to know what was a waterfall, huh?
Shut up. Synack's gonna be able to get this key. Ah, we get 3 of our crystals now. We have information about Palace of Darkness, Ice Palace, and then also Swamp Palace are all crystals. We are now in Desert.
Desert is at Spike Cave, which is out of logic right now. You can actually check it if you die and go back in.
Buddy Revival, right?
Yeah, binary revival. It's a minor glitch, so it's doable.
Right, but you can only check one chest.
You can see what's on the torch and then check the map chest. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And for those wondering what the bunny sprite is for hacksaw, Nature Link has gone full nature.
Oh gosh.
And we found it. We're going to continue connecting here, and this could all be in logic, by the way. I must point out. Okay, never mind. I mean, traversing the world as a bunny and using go to connectors is in logic, but not.
Well, here's the thing: if we find the mirror, that could put a mimic cave in logic.
Yes, it could. There's still a few more checks here in Kakariko that we haven't seen yet. And, Synack saw that for sure. I remember seeing that. You could have actually talked to the guy to figure out what your crystals 5 and 6 would be, but
yeah, the runner's done that. Yeah,
I don't think they have.
Hey, the arrow game.
Mosquito Cackwell is the bad fairy. It's the only drop down that really has nothing of value at all.
Yeah, Peck's finding the Agena stop here, and Synack's gonna be like,
He was just there. He could actually just, really quickly go back if he really wants to.
Yeah.
But of course, we know it's just a piece of heart.
Yeah, but you gotta get this out of your, you gotta get this out of your system. You gotta figure out what it is.
All right, we are half hour in, and, this scene's not that bad. We already know where the hammer and moon pearl are.
Yes, we know where they are. Would you like to inform our audience where they are?
Well, the moon pearl is on the ether tablet, so we need one more sword to get that. And the hammer is, where is that again? The pedestal? Never heard.
Yeah, that's why we're kind of having ourselves a nice, relaxing conversation here at 31 minutes in on Speed Gaming 2.
Hacksaw might route the pedestal in with this check here. He's going to see where the cannon hole is.
And I've only commentated like 3 pedestal seeds in my life.
Yeah.
All right, so Hacksaw's about to get some very important information about this seed.
Yep, going to see a slightly required item here.
That we know of. Stop! Hammer time!
The devs really could have done something similar to the text for Cancer Mario. I pound pins into the ground.
Nah, they wanted to make fun of the fact that it was the MC Hammer in the Japanese version.
Yeah, that is actually really funny. Every time I play an MG, I always laugh when I get the hammer. Alright, Synack is going over towards Ice Rock Cave area and has not gone to Mini Moldrum Cave yet, so does not know where Ganon's Tower is, does not have that glove yet.
Yeah, so he can't lift up that rock. He will be able to drain the water and find the silver arrows. What was underneath that rock?
I don't remember. I think one of these two is Mire Shed that had nothing.
Hacksaw's gonna be saying, well.
No, Synack's at the well, not Hacksaw. I think that was the vanilla entrance there.
It very well could be. The Red Smith, so the other spot is Myers Shed, which is nothing but Synack will probably double back at some point in time. All right, new check here from Hacksaw, a glove-blocked location.
And there's your Master Sword and Hook Shot, so that's kind of
Okay.
required. Hey, Synack better go to get that Power Glove now.
Yep, now we know that that will lead to the Moon Pearl up beneath their tablet.
And the Hook Shot is another way to get to East Death Mountain, although we already have that.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of connectors that we've seen. And it's also true that we can now see what is behind the barrier at Agate Tower.
No, we can't.
That's right, we can't get, we don't know what the exit is.
That's part one of the problem.
Oh, the Master Sword and the small key. I'm trying to think what the other problem is.
Okay, that's part one and part two of the problems.
Alright, Synack has found Gannis Tower, so we get his Power Glove, and hopefully we'll go straight to the TR entrance cave, which will have his Master Sword and Hook Shot.
Yep, so that is the first required entrance into Ganon's Tower for Synack. We will probably have additional trips over here. Kind of makes sense when you have 27 items in here. You need to have a stronger lift in order to lift up those rocks. Is there any place in the light world we haven't seen yet?
I don't think we've seen Agina's cave yet.
What about that rock here in the or just outside the desert?
I don't
where
think
we
we've
do the
seen
rock-
that either, or a fairy cave over here. I'm not sure.
The fairy
about
fountain.
either.
Yeah. Okay.
Again, I mean, there's been so much stuff already happening that I could have missed something. And common shops could be anywhere.
X is going to get that key. That's why he's here. And we did see that cave earlier, the one that Synack just came out of, because we saw that on Hacksaw's side.
So Hacksaw probably already checked this. I just missed it.
Yeah, it's the rat den. Yep. So Synack's going to take a few seconds here to grab himself some bombs. That's the end of his current route. Needs to make it over to the Pyramid Ferry, which turns out to be at the entrance to Death Mountain. Well, Synack's taking a look at his map. It's empty. We haven't found a map for any of the Light World dungeons yet. By the way, Rambler,
Yes, Rick.
Hexa is heading towards
Oh
that
yeah, that's right.
desert entrance that he
We
knows
can
of.
now go into desert, and we can also. This might be our access to the entire Dark World. Synack is going straight for that cave, so that's good. He's not going to be too far behind here.
That is right. And there's the save and quit. He knows what he needs to do next as Hexa. Well, okay, there we go. Map is on the torch, so we won't be going back to that. And that is just a piece of heart. But as you just noted, we have 2 exits out of this desert that we can get access to. And as you pointed out, could very well be how we need to move around in this dark world.
Yep, might have to go through desert a bunch of times in order to progress through the dark world. I got the rest of that mountain now. With Power Glove and Hookshot... Oh, it's not going to be Hookshot Cave. What am I talking about?
Well, that would have been something if that was the case. We could have seen what we needed to get into the Turtle Rock location. Although I do have to point out that I think Synack was taking a long way to get back up the mountain.
Yeah, I don't know if you realize you can just save a quick little man and go backwards. And there you go, Hacksaw has found a way into the rest of the Dark World at Dark Lumberjack. We're going to go do the mountain first and take that information later.
Makes a whole lot of sense. Several entrances over here on this Death of Mountain, so we'll get some more information. Find out what we need to do.
Alright, Synack going to go get his Moon Pearl now. We find the back of Skull Woods. We can actually kill Mothula.
Yeah. Because the thing is that you need the fire rod for is just to access the spec.
Well, actually, it will be out of logic. You still need the fire rod to get to the back, but you can actually bomb jump and use a lamp.
That's right.
Here's
and we also don't.
Desert.
And we also don't have a small key
to
get to the back at this point either. But yeah, that small key to desert is a pretty big find here because that now opens up 2 more chests that we can get. As Synack finds his way through the desert. It seems like Hacksaw's on the right path at this point.
Alright, the vanilla entrance there is Ether to open up vanilla TR.
Which, as we can easily point out, is not a guarantee that it's going to be.
Well, we already know it's not going to be the vanilla entrance. We've already seen that at Eastern Palace.
Yep. All right, over here inside the second section.
Oh,
yes.
Wow, this is garbage. You mean to tell me you have to go into the back of Skull just for that one chest to get the boots in the desert?
Yeah. And depending on how Synack plays out this seed, that could take him a while to get to.
Well, he is going to go right back up there, so he might be able to get to there in a little.
Yeah, he might explore this, but we'll see. I mean, that would be really nice just because you...
Hey!
Kata Sabaria!
Red Cane, also on the side.
Alright, well, Synack's going in here. If he gets the desert, will he continue on for more? Yes, he will.
And Hacksaw talking to Cross Product in the tavern. Getting bad puns for our troubles.
Thank you, Hacksaw.
Because, you know, Rick likes to commentate with Unimonistic all the time and just get loads and loads of bad puns. Rick loves that.
I do?
I was being very sarcastic.
I don't know, it could be worse.
Yeah, Kina Samara gets us access to Tile Room. You know, our second TR did.
That's not all that does.
It also gets us access to most of Turtle Rock.
Well, at this point, it gets us...
A few checks.
Like 3 checks at this point.
Yeah. Actually, it's going to grab this map on the torch, get some information here.
Meanwhile, Synack is not.
So next to go see what the what'll open the GT entrance. Who knows what it could be? And it's only 3, so it could be something.
Yeah, game, you be silly.
Oh, I just thought of something. If we go to the pyramid and we read the text and it says you must defeat all of Ganon's minions. Come on, Seed. You know you can do it to us.
I mean, we already have a hammer over on the pedestal.
If it's only 3, though, we might not need it.
I know.
All dungeons. I want to be here for until 8 in the morning.
Well, in that case, I hope you enjoy around 3 o'clock in the morning, where my commentary is going to be, yep, okay, fine. Hexa is hugging a Beamos.
Yeah, but a little standard old death warp to get some health back. But Synack did go grab those boots, so good on him. Now our 2 runners are just about even. Hacksaww has done a little bit more exploring here.
Yeah, the big thing here with Synack is the fact that he doesn't have the gate of Samaria, but he's going to go right back to the entrance that he came through.
Yeah,
probably get that real soon.
Hacksaww is now going to start checking this overworld of the Dark World.
Gonna check the tree pull, which is good information. We don't see a lot of runners checking that. Especially the inverted mode, which some runners have been getting stuck with this week. Synack's not talking to those guys. But Synack is off the mountain as well, so... Next up... let's find out what's going on in this Dark World. And I think Synack now on his second trip up now realizes what he needs to do.
Yeah, he now knows the sick tech to get up the mountain a lot easier.
Nice fairy drop.
And Hacksaww finds Aga's castle.
Oh.
We can get both of the items here. They're both in logic.
Alright. So far, Hacksaww has seemed to find everything that he needs to.
And there's the big key to Meyer.
Meanwhile, Synack is making his way to the front.
Ooh.
And there is the tempered sword.
Alright, that agate tip was very nice. Getting a possibly required big key and getting the sword that most runners are happy on finishing with. And in lieu of death warping, he's gonna just push that block. A lot of people don't know that you push that block to open the door back in this room.
That's annoying.
Synack's gonna go right back over here, so again, following not too far behind in Hacksaw's footsteps here. As long as he doesn't get killed by the pterodactyls.
Yeah, those myrtledactyls would have definitely had him for lunch. Synack is doing a high five. Still super early, but by the way, we do have access to find out what our goal is.
Yep, we, wait, do we?
Yeah, we had the flippers to go to the other side.
Flippers, power glove, yeah, that'll... Now here's the thing with in entrance with Skull Woods. All the Skull Wood entrances will be Skull Woods entrances, except for the one in the back.
The back. Yep.
I've already seen the back of Skull Woods. It was on Death Mountain, so. And there's our first GT small, so we can get to the right side and, have not the fire rod to go a little further in there.
Synack is going to take the Death Warp.
And Hacksaww remembering now to the key, but you already been to that front entrance, so you have to figure out which entrance leads where here.
So Synack is heading over here, which is just a storyteller.
As he'll drop down into, the big key area. We have the Skullwood's big key?
No.
But we're going to be able to shut across to get to the rest of this area.
Yeah. I do want to thank Hexa for making me doubt myself.
It's like, wait, we don't have it, right? Hey, we found a vanilla entrance.
I thought this was all randomized.
Well, we found there's at least, what, 4 vanilla entrances now we know about? The one that's always vanilla, Links.
The other one that's always vanilla, back at Tavern.
We've seen, obviously, Hyrule Castle front and the Uncle Draw area. And now we've seen a random fortune teller. And I think hacksaww just entered the wrong drop down here.
Yeah, a little bit of bad luck. "50 minutes in. We gotta give our tracker something to click on the bottom of the screen, and I'm not talking keys."
Well, we did get some really nice items in the last 10 minutes or so with the boots and the Cane of Samaria. And there's a map of Hera. So there's a big key of thieves. So I think we have both thieves keys. So once we find thieves, we can beat it. Actually, well, without that hammer, you can't get that.
It's a danger.
Chest.
It's a danger. Vanilla small key, which is going to help out Synack because he doesn't have one.
Yeah. I don't know what the odds are of that being vanilla or the scenarios of that being vanilla. Maybe that's a cross-world thing.
It'll allow Synack to get this final chest, and then he'll be on his way as well. So, here we are, 51 minutes in. Hexa drops into this hole once again. I think Synack's going to have to do the same thing. Get over to the other exit here to get out of this dungeon.
And I think Axel just got took the one
grabbed again
on accident this time.
And I'll tell you what, this can't have you feeling good. I think Synack took the faster way out.
Yeah, Synack is out and out ahead of hacksaww here.
Yeah, getting some confirmation from people who know this mode a whole lot better than we do. There's Thieves Town!
Right next door to the where you normally find it, in the Sea Shade house. And we find our flute.
Oh, baby. And we haven't seen any connectors that head over towards that mire area.
No, we have not yet, at least. And there's no sword.
Oh my gosh. At least, okay, now you mentioned earlier that this was at least a friendly seed.
Now it is. Now that we have boots.
Boots, silvers, gold sword.
Yeah, all I need now is to find the hammer. Where's that again?
Somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Somewhere out in the open. Easily attainable.
Our condolences to fantasy owners this week, because this race you're going to get 0 points per boss kill.
Ah, yeah, Glura Butter Sword.
Hi, Clippy.
Is that 5 pod smalls now?
Our tracker has 4.
I think we just found a 5th, 2 of them in here. Yes, and it's not boss shuffle, so you gotta go all the way through, rescue Blind, and bring Blind over.
Yeah, we see Hacksaw doing the same thing, just to confirm. But if it was Randomizer, you would have seen it in the very bottom. But to be fair, this is the first boss we're going to see all seed.
Yeah.
Do we even know if this was a crystal or a pendant?
I don't think we have that information yet. I just think it's really wild that after 54 minutes of, full entrance shuffle with Key Sanity, they are in the same rooms now.
I think this is absolutely nuts.
With the same items, the same progression, really, and the same information at this point.
I think this is nuts. We get to see who has the faster thief sound just by microseconds. Much faster room for Hacksaw compared to Synack there in the switch room. All you have to do is just dash down and you get it realigned.
Yeah, one thing I think we can already tell, and I noticed for a fact from racing against Hacksaw many times, Hacksaw's execution is very good. Not taking anything away from Synack, but Hacksaw definitely has the better execution of the two at this moment.
Yeah, because he's going to be the first one to the lady here, grabbing the 20 rupees and then dashing on out. So Hacksaw is going to be the first to blind. This is almost scary. This is almost really scary if this is a pendant. Think of the double dip potential.
Oh yeah.
All right. Hacksaw done with phase 1 as Synack goes.
Make us go blind.
Hacksaw getting hit just once here. Bear in mind we're still on green, so had to be a little bit careful, but gets it finished off, and Hacksaw's done first. Heart container for Hacksaw. Synack getting that heart container as well. And we do have our first crystal on the board for both of these runners at 56 minutes in.
I just want to point out that there was a match finished up not too long ago with a P-Train that finished in 51 minutes.
So 2 seeds this week that have turned into 50-minute seeds. Wow.
And this seed is at its first crystal at 50 minutes.
Find ourselves another one of those shops that we do not need at this point. Hacksaw saying goodbye is about ready to bomb his way into what would normally be the brewery.
Instead finds the Lost Woods chess game.
It's all fun and games until you find the Hyrulean robbery game.
I thought you were going to say the man with too many beds. About to go check that house. Oh, wait, we can't. We need the hammer for that one.
Yeah, and where's the hammer again?
I don't know.
I hear you need to get 3 certain things to open it up.
Yeah, we gotta gather the Dragon Balls.
All right, digging game.
A lot of digs just to get more money.
Well, these runners could use more money. It's not like they don't have. It's not like they have a lot of things they gotta purchase. Small key to misery mire. That's one of those small keys that makes you go Yahoo.
It makes routing the dungeon a little easier. Of course, we gotta find the dungeon first.
Don't worry, you need 3 crystals to get into misery mire. So hopefully both of these runners know that they can get to the, oh wow, the back of desert.
Yep, back to desert, but no big key, so we cannot progress.
I hope both of these runners know that they can, at this point, check and see what the requirements to beat this game is.
Yeah. I think for the runner's sanities, they want it to be 3 crystal cannon.
Yeah, if it's AD, then forget about it.
Even at 7, you know, then we know the hammer is 100% required, and it's gonna be AD anyway. Well, Synack does find the sewer money cave, so let me get his little connector out of the way.
Yeah, it turned out to be over at Swamp. Also, an update here, thanks to people recognizing this. It turned out to be that Thieves' Town was one of our 5-6.
Alright, so that's good. We can open up what is behind the big bomb. Of course, we don't know what it's going to be. Synack finding an ice small here in Sewer Money Cave and a single rupee. We find the back of Bumper Cave.
Ooh, and we can get to the other side with that hook shot. You do not necessarily need the cape in order to gain access.
And Synack took Sewer Bunny Cave and wound up back on top of Death Mountain. I don't think he wanted to be there. I think he wanted to stay in Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
Axel's going to make his way over to Dark Ice Rod Cave area, which is kind of like the one area everyone tends to forget about in Engine Shuffle.
It's what we call the shopping mall, isn't it?
Yes. Dark World Shopping Mall, because I believe there is 2 shops over here in Vanilla. Oh no, I think it's one random hint tile, 1 storyteller, and 1 shop in the Vanilla game. And here we find Tower of Hera.
Now, technically, this is not a dungeon we can beat.
Yeah, we do not have the big key here. However, we will more than likely see the Hera pot glitch here because we do have hookshot. So we can go on to beat this dungeon even without the Hera big key.
Of course, you could do that with the risk, but it looks like Hacksaw's not even going to try that risk at this stage. Synack took a death, and it looks like deaths in the Dark World are going to be extremely painful because what you need to do to get there.
Yeah, at least until we find Titan's Mitts. Ooh, there's a big key here also on over here in the Dark Death Mountain area. Wow.
Game, you be silly.
Well, now this is all logic. And maybe Haxel doesn't know the setup for Hera Potches yet, because now he's going up. That would have been hilarious if someone, you must see Synack try it, Hera Pot, beat the dungeon, and go and check that and they get the big key.
Yeah, I think there would be some words said.
Yeah, many words that cannot be said on speed gaming.
We find the compass to Desert Palace, and now we'll find out what's inside of this big chest. And it turns out to be a small key to Turtle Rock.
Alright, TR smalls are nice because we know where TR is, and we know that TR could have items, and we can check TR at this point.
Looks like Synack's going to be finding out what our goal is real soon.
Yep, probably going to check what the Dark Potion shop is first, and then head over there. And
I was going to bonk and find 5 rupees first.
I did not know that one had the 5 rupees in it.
Nor did I.
Alright, Alright, down goes
Ice
Moldor.
Rod Cave.
Ooh, Ice Rod Cave. Nice. One item here. Nothing, no. And dual 20 rupees from Ice. One from Ice. And there's the green pendant.
Aha! So we find out what we have there. Thanks, compliments to AXA. As now Synack is going to be heading over towards Catfish. See what Catfish has.
Yep, go to a place that has a guaranteed item. I like it. And what's this last cave over here? Ah, it's the man with many beds.
The man with many beds who needs to trim his hedges.
Well, here he doesn't have to trim his hedges. He has to figure out why he's next to a library and a big old tower with a giant worm on top of it.
He likes to read.
Explain the giant worm. Anyway, Hacksaw gonna go maybe check what the goal is now. Synack probably gonna do the same thing.
And somebody was commenting in chat about him skipping the coffee break. Well, we don't have the Hera Small, so you can't get down to the basement at this point.
And Hacksaw gonna head over towards the pyramid here.
Here we go. We're gonna get simultaneous pyramid checks. I know some of us want all dungeons.
Yay, all dungeons, let's go. Ooh,
seven crystals. We have a ped seed.
Well, now we also know that it's all dungeons. Well, not all dungeons.
Yeah, we don't have to beat
Probably
Aghanim
have to beat
under
Aghanim,
most
yeah.
circumstances. So there we go, friends. Both runners know what's on the pedestal. Rambler, what's on the pedestal?
The brown thing that puts things in the ground.
The brown thing that puts things in the ground. The shovel?
Yes, the shovel. No.
Wait, that takes things out of the ground.
Yeah.
All right, over at the Palace of Darkness, what do we see?
Just more fairies. We've seen a lot of fairies over here in this area.
110 rupees to get yourself some relaxation. Is that now the Hyrulean Spa?
I was going a different direction. I will erase that thought from my memory.
What were you going with, sir?
I don't know. The opposite of sad beginnings.
Ow!
Hey, we found ourselves another item here.
King's Tomb has the big key to Skullwoods.
Time to go back.
And what you're going with there is good finishes, right?
Yes, good finishes. That's what we all hope for when we race Randomizer, is a good finish.
Absolutely. All right, so Synack's about to get that big key to Skullwoods.
I think Haxel's going to go do what Synack just came back from doing, which is this area. Question is, when will Synack make his way over to the Dark World Shopping Mall area?
Oh, we know he needs to.
Also, I just remembered that I don't think either runners have acted. They've been a little tied up, with dealing with entrance shuffle.
There's not much we can do with that flute at this point. It definitely is a mobility thing, but there's not much we can do with that flute.
Yeah, we can go check the Mire area because we still haven't found a connector into there yet.
Well, we can't do anything about Mire yet.
Oh, that's right, we don't have the Titans of this yet.
There's Synack finding the Tower of Hera. The seed's gonna push him in there a little bit more in just a moment.
Oh, yeah. So I can see him pausing as he enters this place. He's definitely writing things down, either on his tracker or on a notepad or somewhere.
So for somebody who's got to deal with a full entrance shuffle, what's the best way to do it?
I personally would use the emo tracker extension for entrance shuffle. That way, if you go to a place and it's either junk or a one-up, I'd actually use a tool to write into the system what it is, and then it'll change a different color on there.
Absolutely. And
I know some people use handwritten notes, some people use
Yeah.
like spreadsheets and stuff.
Yeah, people like to play on their own terms. People learn how to play this game under different abilities, you know. It's up to the player. But obviously we're going to be seeing a whole bunch more shuffle coming up in the next week when we get to week number 5 in the Cross Keys week.
Oh yeah. This is a little teaser of Cross Keys because this is full keys. Let's see hacksaww making his way back to Skull Woods. We're gonna go see what this big chest was. 300 rupees.
And all that remains now is the Mothula check, which we still don't have access to.
Yep, still no fire rod. I mean, we can get over there using the lamp and some nifty bomb jumps. I know I've done it before. My first ever time doing Across Keys, I accidentally decided, went back there without fire rod. I was like, all right, I need fire rod. But I was able to get the bomb jump first try. It's not that hard. We do see the flute activation on Hacksaw's side finally.
Curious what this seed wants us to do.
Let's see, what other locations are open to us at this point?
Has either of these runners checked that south entrance in Dark Death Mountain? The one that's on the very bottom of the left side of the
mountain? I think Hacksaw did when he was a bunny, like a long time ago. I forgot what it was. We're going to get to see it's Thieves Town and Misery Mire, which we have not seen Misery Mire just yet.
But we have seen Thieves Town. Hacksaw jotting down his notes. Synack trying to figure out what he needs to do at this point. And I think Hacksaw's on that same spot. Have either runner... Oh, that's right. We do have access to some Thieves Town shenanigans.
If by Thieves Town shenanigans you mean Turtle Rock shenanigans, then yes, we do.
All right, yeah, Turtle Rock.
We're going to see what this lava chest is. This will be our first TR check. And
Small key to Skull Woods.
Not what we were looking for.
You remember that bumper ledge we saw earlier?
Yeah, that's down in the Dark World Hylia Fortune Cellar.
That could be required to get somewhere we haven't been to yet.
Hey, use the hook shot to get across the bumper. I don't know if these runners might know that or not.
Nice punt. Not a great return, but nice punt.
All right, Hacksaw leaving this area of Turok for now.
So I was gonna ask earlier about these bomb crocs that we haven't seen yet.
Well, we have those Bonk Rocks we just saw, but we also have the Bonk Rocks. I know we saw Dark World Link's House Bonk Rocks on Hacksaw's side. We haven't seen either of them check the Light World Link's House Bonk Rock. And Hacksaw's going to go do front of Turtle Rock here. That's over at Eastern Palace.
Mm-hmm. Have we checked to see what's over here at this drop down?
I believe
Synack
so.
pump.
Yes, this is the Thieves drop down.
Okay.
The Lost Woods drop down.
Yep. I'm concerned that Synack is losing path of where he needs to go.
Well, Hacksaw hasn't found anything noteworthy yet in Turtle Rock yet.
He's out of checks too.
Yeah, no Fire Rod, and I think Hacksaw's now going to go do Link's House Bonk Rocks. And it's just Curiosity Shop.
500 rupees buys you a shield.
And Synack into House, and it did not pop him into Super Metroid. I'm a little confused.
Wrong game.
Oh, that's right. Hacksaw is now probably just, I think both of us right now are just looking at the map going, huh, what's going on here? They're a little confused.
Yeah.
I think Tile Room might actually be the answer here.
Tile room, we're finding out where that bumper connector goes.
Yeah, those are two locations. I mean, both, I think Synack has some places that Hacksaw has checked that he's just forgetting about at this point.
I haven't heard this music this long in a race in a while.
I was thinking the same thing. So this music, it's pretty chill.
It's not music you normally hear. I mean, if you go to an open seed, you never hear this music.
Yeah.
Unless the rare chance is somebody's actually buying a 150 rupee potion.
I think the more likely is bombs in the early game. That's the only time I usually hear it.
Oh, that's true, and that's usually a get in and get out.
Alright, Hacksaw making a decision here.
I have thought about it, and I have determined that I am fluting to...
The suspense is killing me.
6!
Alright, this is gonna lead him back to the old man cave.
I cannot go without reading this comment from chat that says Nature Link might have been taking a nature break.
You know what? That is something that I know Hacksaw sometimes has problems with. He usually stops in the middle of these games. Oh, the Curiosity Shop.
Yeah, we can't forget Curiosity Shop.
Vanilla Curiosity Shop is definitely a place that we can check here. Oh, never mind.
Oh, just a chess game. One of my ill-fated entrance shuffles back in the day was me forgetting about that spot, and oh boy, that was where Ganon's Tower was.
Yeah.
And so, we continue on our cycle. Hopefully both of these runners will remember about the hook shot over the bumper ledge. For those who are watching that are playing in this league, that's a good thing to remember for next week. I think Synack will find that soon. But first, we're going to bonk into the rocks that are next to Link's house, or the bomb shop in this case, and we get ourselves a fortune teller. While Hacksaw has now put Curiosity Shop on his radar.
So I think those are the two answers that are left for us. I mean, I'm sure there's something else I'm probably forgetting about, because after all this is full of shuffle, there are definitely things that we missed.
Yes. There are definitely places that we probably have forgotten. And so Synack finds the back of Desert, but without a big key, it's not a destination that will provide him with the answers he needs. We need to find the mirror. I think the mirror would open up a lot more to us at this point. There's the back end, so Synack does remember it. You can hookshot over this.
Yes. So you can do this, get down here, and see where this takes you out. If this takes you to my area, it's pretty nice.
And it takes you to... Oh.
Are you going to tell me the mirror's in the tile room here?
Hi, everybody.
If you're just joining us, we're not even halfway done.
We have a pedestal seed.
Yep, yes we do.
I'd give you the recap of this seed, but it's all filled with pain, regret, sorrow, nausea.
I would say it's nothing good, but we do have gold sword and silver arrows. And since Synack didn't check this the first time he was here, we know it's a mire shed, but it's not going to be items he needs. Alright, hacksaw can logic break the monster fight, but decided not to.
My reply to Fat Boy Bowl 300 is, please do not remind me of the torture that I had to endure this afternoon.
And you had a lot of fun today, didn't you?
I am just glad that I've had two excellent, wonderful commentators to spend my entire Thursday with.
Look, when you started out, you didn't think it was going to take your entire day to commentate two races, but here we are.
I'm just glad that that one finished in time for me to actually grab dinner in between the two matches.
This one should finish in time for you to, I don't know, go to bed. And both our runners are going to converge on GT here. Look at this. After an hour 22, they've come to the same conclusion. It's back into GT for our runners here, and the only thing in logic here is tile room. So if you're keeping notes, this is now required dip number 2 into Gannis Tower.
Alright, so after all we have been through, friends, we're just gonna watch, what is it? How many tiles get tossed up our way? Like 18?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't count these things.
4, 5, I'll count. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I'm sorry, I thought you were counting sheep.
15, 16, 17.
The question is,
18,
what are we going to find here?
19, 20, 21, 22, 22 times.
The bug man, that doesn't help us. And we don't have fire rods, so we're gonna have to. Oh, is Synack gonna do the very difficult bomb jump to the back of GT here? This is very, very difficult.
What are we missing?
We don't have the Turtle Rock Big Key, so it's not that.
There's nothing big on. There's nothing significant on the torch either.
Synack's doing this the wrong way, I think.
Yeah, he's not gonna make this in time.
He's
definitely not gonna make this in time.
Yeah. And never mind about all that.
What are we missing? This is why I don't do cross keys. Like, I'm lucky I can remember an open seed. And people remind me about the things I forget in open seeds. Many times. Oh, have we checked that bomb spot in the bottom left of this village?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
I was about to say, do you remember checking Uncle on Saturday?
Shut up!
Sorry, I had to.
I know you had to. See, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Like, I'm lucky if I don't forget that.
And you want to deal with the cross keys.
And that's why I'm not playing this week. Because of the chance that this would happen. The 15% chance this would happen.
Let me guess, you're also not playing next week.
I'm also not playing next week.
Spoiler log, now that's up your alley. Can't forget items in that mode, can you? Well, you'll find a way.
Our team is we're bad, not Link finds a way.
No, you're bad at team names, not bad at the game.
That's right.
Yeah, I think both of our now a little confused on where do we go, guys?
Have we checked every entrance that is available to us? There's got to be something we're missing.
Yeah. Maybe. I think there is one. I think the Death Mountain entrance we haven't checked yet.
Well, we know it's not there. Something is missing, the big key. What makes this interesting, by the way, Rambler, is the fact that both of these runners are dealing with this together.
Yeah, it's not like one runner has it figured out and the other one doesn't. Both our runners are stumped, as are both our commentators. This is new checks for Synack, but we already know on Hacksaw's side it's nothing.
Providing that Synack's able to live through this, which he is.
I think we missed. Never mind. It's not that. Is it the one below this? Is it the one up here? Is it this one? I don't know. But isn't there a T-Rock connector the left way? Like you go out the other way?
Ooh.
Like you kill those.
I know. Yep. Yep, I know what you're talking about. The way you would get to Mimic Cave, right? The vanilla first exit.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction there. That exit will take you on top of Desert Palace back, and then you enter through the other side of Desert Palace to find like something else.
You know, you have a very bold prediction right there, and I am almost on the assumption you will be correct.
Because I mean, this is full entrance, so it's not going to be like a Dark World exit. It's going to be a Light World exit. All Turtle Rock exits away light worlds.
Synack takes the death. Intentional in this case.
And back into desert for Hacksaw. We'll see if Synack takes that route that I was just mentioning. I think that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something. Of course, I could be dealing with Seedler and be thinking the one from earlier.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one's been this way yet. Oh boy, let's go. Let's go. I was right. All right, that would be something good. Be like, I don't know, something good. Hookshot cave. There we go. 5 items. Or 4 items.
4 items, but another exit.
And I'm pretty sure we'll find the mitts or the mirror in here.
This has been a hugely linear seed. Like this, I don't know if I've seen such a linearity.
And just a fun reminder, I don't race entrance modes. This is the only thing I can really think of.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, there's a big key to Ice Palace.
We don't know where Ice is. Alright, one more check left. And then the exit of this cave, which would be another light world exit.
Mm-hmm. 100 rupees.
Do you know what it's going to be? It's going to be Hyrule Castle top. Oh, no.
Waste game!
What was there?
I don't know.
A small key?
2?
Is this Harris Ball?
Oh
no, it's Aghanim!
Tower!
It's an Agaseed. It is all dungeons.
It's all dungeons!
And you know what that does? That opens the well, which is 5 more items.
Where was Aga's Tower?
Aga's Tower was in the Dark World. I forgot where though. It's definitely in the Dark World somewhere.
Wow.
You've definitely seen it.
Yeah. So Synack needs to get over in that direction. He's got to remind himself how to get over there.
I just put my thoughts in chat.
Aghanim was below Bumper Cave. That's right.
That's right. Yes, that's where we found the big key and the tempered sword. So we got to go back through Old Man Cave, back on top of Hera, use the portal, go to the desert, leave through desert front.
Rambler. Rambler.
What?
How many times have we gone through desert so far?
A lot.
I think we need to. No.
At least Synack has sort of figured it out. Hacksaw, unfortunately, is still running around in circles.
Yeah. And how did we get here?
Well,
I've already forgotten how we got here. Oh, the other exit to Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It all started when we pressed the button that sent these guys a seed, and now we're here. 92 minutes later, we still are missing a lot of items, but we are inching our way closer to figuring out what's going on here. And Hacksaw gonna figure one of these things out, hopefully. But this isn't the answer. We thought this was the answer, but it's not.
It's not. All right, so... oh, God. I don't even want to think about this. Wow. What a seed.
All Hacksaw has to do is figure out to go back into Turtle Rock and leave through the back door on the left.
Yeah. As Synack climbs this tower, obviously this is where chat gets to participate and interact with us and tell us how many blue balls they feel that Synack is going to endure. And soon after this will be Hacksaw as well.
The way this scene's playing out, I would not be surprised if we see the 15 here.
The race between Clifford and Fatboy Bull's 300 earlier was a 6 blue ball. I'm going to go one above that and say 7.
That was also an Agassiz. Okay.
Yes. It wasn't truly an Agassiz, but both runners thought it was until it wasn't.
Well, I'm sure neither one of these runners thought it was an Agassiz until this exact moment.
Here's our fortune. Give us a good fortune. Oh, that's not fun. I wanted something like you're screwed.
That's too morbid. We gotta tease them a little more, you know?
You don't think the last 94 minutes has been a tease?
Now we're supposed to move over to Synack's side.
Well, we know this is not going to be a blue ball. The first of every cycle will not. 1.
There we go.
2.
Still alive, guys.
3.
Let's go. All right, 15 on its way. As Synack quick swaps along with the music. Oh, he almost missed that.
You almost messed that one up.
No,
Oh, you're not getting your 15.
Scrivo is safe for now. Your 7's still alive, though. That's
4. I can't unhear the sound of the clunk clunk with the sound of the quick swap. 5.
One less than earlier.
Well, we now wind up on top of the pyramid, but without the mirror, we can still do a save and quit.
And now we gotta go back to the lumberjack, which we know is gonna be the Cackwell. 5 items. We better find progression in there.
So where does Hacksaw need to go again?
Hacksaw needs to go to Gans Tower. Sorry, not to Gans Tower. Go to Turtle Rock, the entrance with the big chest, which I believe is here in Cac, which we just left.
Okay, it's
in
right
here.
Village.
No, it's right here. This is the exit he was looking for.
Okay, there we go.
He remembers after walking in here. He does not remember.
And here's the thing is, he can bonk right against that wall and get him access easily to the other side.
Meanwhile, Synack goes over, knocks down the tree, and is going to... Cackwell, see what items we get. We get ourselves a small key to iron. That's not it.
There it is.
That's
that blows the seat open.
Yup. Now we have a ton of checks on our hands.
Mm-hmm. Ganon's Tower small, which doesn't do anything for us, so the mirror being the big reward. And Hexon's just around the corner from where Synack is, but it's gotta get back into Turtle Rock. Oh ho ho.
Speaking of Turtle Rock, we're going to be heading in that general area, looks like, to, well, in the outside Turtle Rock, Dark World, whatever. We need to use that mirror to check some caves over here.
Sure thing. We do see the shield up there on Spectacle Rock, which is inconsequential, and Hacksaw's still lost. And again, I point this out, I've had this happen to me in Entrance Shuffle. This is why I am not one to be doing this. I have decided no. I feel like I would be costing the team in a regard. I'd be doing what Hacksaw's doing at this point. And let me just tell you how Hacksaw's feeling right now. He is sick to his stomach. Because he knows he is missing something or some answer, and he doesn't know what it is. And this just makes it feel even worse.
Especially when we're at the point where this is one thing that we can do is go into Whipper Cave, get it on top, and mirror and see what that is. First, it's going to be, it looks like, Graveyard Ledge.
Graveyard Ledge, and we can also do King's Tomb. Oh, can we do King? Yeah, we can do King's Tomb.
Yeah. Of course, it won't actually be Graveyard Ledge. It'll be another common fairy.
The problem isn't that he can't find Aga 1. He's got nothing he can think of. And he's got to get to the edge of Turtle Rock, which will get him to Hookshot Cave, which gets him the other Castle Tower key. Ether.
That opens up the front of Turtle Rock, whatever that is.
Not yet, though.
No, it's Living Timesmiths.
And?
Hammer.
And where's the hammer again?
I'm just glad to see it start at 8 and not 10. I'll still get some semblance of sleep tonight.
They both know that the hammer is on the pedestal. They both know the goal of the seed, too, by the way.
Yeah, they both know it's 3-7.
We still need to find some dungeons. What dungeons haven't we seen so far?
Alright, we have not seen Eastern, we have not seen Pod, we have not seen Swamp, we have not seen Ice, we have not seen Mire.
And there's a few other entrances to Turtle Rock we haven't seen either.
I believe only one, Laser Bridge, which at this point is probably on top. You know what Synack could do, actually, is go back onto the Pyramid Mirror and see what those 3 entrances are on top of Hyrule Castle. One of them might be Laser Bridge, which has 4 more items for us.
Interesting thought.
That's just what runs in my brain when I play and watch entrance. Hey, we found Swamp.
And we can't do anything about this because we're missing 2 parts of this.
Yeah, we don't have the Swamp Small, we don't have the hammer. But we can have this first check here. And we're going to do Rupee.
Bye, Swamp. See you later.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we definitely have to be back at 7 crystals.
Yeah, and we know it's going to be a crystal because, you know, it's a dungeon hard locked by hammer.
Synack jotting down some notes. Hacksaw still trying to figure out the path to go. Hopefully he can figure it out. I would love to see a race where both runners know what they need to do. Like, Synack, I think, goofed up here. Yeah, he done goofed.
Yeah, now he's not able to go back to the Dark World, so he wants to go back to the Dark World.
Yeah, I think he realized afterwards that he wanted to check the Bombos tablet.
But you know what? This is going to work out, because he can just get into the Dark World this way now.
Yeah, but he's going to have to take the annoying way if he wants to get to the Bombos.
That's true. But now we can go check what's on top of the pyramid and mirror here, which is what I was suggesting earlier.
Yes. He has actually thought this one through. Hacksaw trying to, like I said, he's trying to figure out what we need to do in this regards. This is a tough race to kind of call because you want to just be able to scream to Hacksaw, hey, this is what you need to do. We find the potion shop. That's a real nifty place for that.
Is Laser Bridge one of these entrances? I'm thinking probably. No, that's just another hint guy.
Yeah, and there's no chest behind them, so this is a unnecessary stop. And over here on the right-hand side, we have Eastern.
We can full. No, we don't have the big key. We can clear a lot of it.
We can get, what is it? 1, 2,
4.
3, 4 chests, yeah. My mind kept wanting to say 3, but I knew it wasn't 3. 20 rupees, the first item inside. Hacksaww, get yourself into that fortune teller. The answer you need is in the Turtle Rock entrances.
He was over there not too long ago and just decided to leave. He did not. It's just something that he's not considering, it sounds like.
I mean, I realize that it's my team against his team. But his teammates push him in that direction. So you send your telepathic energy to him.
I know Fat Boy's in chat trying to will him on, but to no avail at this point.
And again, I know this pain that Hacksaw's going through. It is an extreme, excruciating pain. It's a sick to your stomach pain. And once you figure out what you've missed, you feel even worse.
Meanwhile, this Eastern has been not good.
Yeah, it's been Trash City. Up, no, up, Hacksaw, up. That's the opposite of up. There we go.
He's not going that way.
That's the wrong direction. And Synack heading into the big key chest room to find nothing is in Eastern whatsoever. Synack having to take the death as opposed to just mirroring out at this point.
And thinking about what his play is here.
Did we ever see what was on the island, the floating island?
Yes, small key.
But Synack has the idea of where to go to get that. It could very well be a small key to the basement of Tower of Hera.
Said he's gonna go back through the desert to go back to the Dark World.
And Hacksaw staring at the entrance. Welcome in everybody who's been watching this evening. If you've been turning away, here's what we're dealing with. On this match on Speed Gaming 2, we have a full entrance shuffle. It is a full key sanity. It started off with standard mode. At least it's easy, at least it's normal item pool. It's 3 crystals to enter whatever is in Ganon and 7 crystals to beat Ganon him. But here's the kicker. This was an Aghanim required seed to get to the well where the mirror was. Oh, Ice Palace, but we don't have what we need to beat it.
Nope, no fire rod, no bombos, but now we know where it is. It's in Mimic Cave.
And no hammer, of course, but
at least we can get into it
Yeah, we know where it is. But the other kicker is the hammer that we speak of.
We know where it is.
Something about a spot in the Lost Woods that you need 3 pendants to gain access to.
Yeah, and that's something we've known for almost the entirety of the scene. We found a book in Hyrule Castle in the open because this was a standard seed. All those hours ago.
Well, 109 minutes ago, we found out. Well, about 100 minutes ago, we found out what this seed had in store for our runners.
It's a little longer than that. It's almost yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 100 minutes ago, it was 9 minutes in. Synack probably even knew about the pedestal at that point.
Synack still trying to figure out exactly where to go here. I mean, he has a mirror.
The worst part about this is that Synack is missing something. Hacksaww needs to get to the fortune teller in the light world to get back into Turtle Rock.
Yeah, the key for Hacksaww is to go into Turtle Rock, come out the left side. That will drop you off on top of. That will drop you off at Desert Boss. You go into Desert Left. That will take you to Hookshot Cave, which will get you the Castle Tower small key to beat Aghanim to open up the Lumberjack, which has Cackwell, which is where the mirror is.
Let's go back into desert.
Because we haven't done that enough today.
How long has Hacksaww been doing this double checking of every place that he's been?
At least a half hour, I'd say.
Yeah. And it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think he was ahead per se, but he was definitely clearing things at a much better rate than Synack was. They were about even once the light clicked for Synack, and he was able to figure out the seed, at least to get to this point.
Yeah. Like, it seemed like Hacksaww was just putting the pieces together in a pretty good path. Just once Hacksaww didn't think about Turtle Rock, and Synack did, that's when things really started to change. Now, Synack, you do not have the Titan's Mitten, nor do you have the hammer to gain access to that spot, but maybe you can get some further information. So it was 10 arrows up there, and what else we gotta find over here? Oh! Oh! Desert Palace big at the green pendant. Hey, Rambler.
Yo.
You better check to see if we can order breakfast.
Oh, God.
And get it delivered. I think we're going to be here for a while.
Hey, we've got a sick kid. Still nothing, though. So, how do you like your omelets?
Let's put some cheese on it. Oh, this is painful. This is a broken man over here on the left-hand side. This is where you need to have the vibes to tell him. Fortune teller, just above Cack Village. Hey, guess where we're going?
Does it rhyme with Cresert Callus?
Here is the check of Desert Palace number 83. Go to the left, Synack. Check the big key chest. Go to the left. Check the big key chest. Come on!
Oh, we have the big key now.
Yes!
I must have missed that. I just wait for...
That was on Sahasrahla.
Oh, turning the green pendant?
Yes.
Oh, God. Where was he again?
Over here on Death Mountain, right-hand side.
Oh, God. This is just a seed that keeps on giving.
Well, I guess we're going to be going back into desert at some point in time. Here we are back in desert. Why, oh, why are we here? It is not like we've heard this music before. Many times.
We know we've reached a point in this game when Rick starts singing.
Absolutely. I think Synack's going to be checking School Big, which we know is nothing from Hacksaw.
Yes. Trying to figure out how to get there, though.
Oh, you take a left turn, you take a right turn, you take a left turn. You don't take that turn. No, Hacksaw, you didn't miss anything inside of the Slaves Town. Well, technically you did, but you don't have a hammer to get to it.
Yeah.
Ha! You put your big key in, you put your big key out. You drop down a hole and scream a whole lot. You do the entrance shuffle, and you turn yourself about. That's what it's all about. That's classic Mind of Me. Money. So at the hour and 58-minute mark of this seed, here's what we can tell you. Hacksaw has missed a very important aspect of the entrance shuffle, and that is the connecting caves. More importantly, it is to do with the Turtle Rock connectors. You gotta go in through the right-hand side, and you can technically get there by bonking into the wall that will put you on the other side of the barrier. But more importantly, you could just logically just go kill a couple of pokies. Move, go over towards the left-hand side. And at that point, Hi.
Hey.
We found our way to desert or the desert ledge there, and that was the opening to see that we needed. Guess where Synack's going?
This isn't desert. Oh, yes, it is.
Yes, it is desert.
Well, at least we can beat it this time.
Yes. I just hope he doesn't forget that he can check the big key chest or the big chest.
I mean, he'll be in desert another 20 times between now and the end of the seed. Which, I don't know if the seed actually has an end. We haven't, you know about the theory of the light at the end of the tunnel? When you get near the end, we haven't seen that light yet.
There's a light at the end of this tunnel?
It's an oncoming train, I'll tell you that much.
They shut down the trains here.
Oh. So I'm gonna go into Landmo, see what we get here.
Well, it's Lamo.
Yeah, it's not boss shuffle. I'm saying, well, see what we get.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
There's still more pendant once we defeat this boss.
Two portions down, third portion not down yet.
I guess I count as a poke instead of a slash.
There we go.
And the ice rod. Alright, well, that doesn't help us at this immediate moment, but we definitely needed that. Hey, we've hit a 2-hour mark. You think we're halfway done yet?
How do I put this?
Maybe?
No. Alright, Super Bunny Cave for Synack coming out the other side. This is the cave that took him out onto the ledge, wasn't it? The island.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah. So the mirror here, get whatever was on there. I don't think
No!
I don't think there was anything, though.
There was a small key.
I don't think there was a small key on that one. There's a small key on the highly.
Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, you're right.
That's a desert.
Desert check number 87.
Will you check the big chest this time?
He better check the big chest.
Hey, he's checking the big chest.
It looks like he is. Then we will have all 6 items inside.
I want to have I want the National Guard to go up to the Adirondacks, upstate New York. I think we need to check in on this Rick guy.
He is not fine. He is not fine. He is not fine. I know I'm not singing to the melody.
Oh my god.
Screw this. That's the fire rod. This game sucks.
Hey, we could go, once we find Laser Bridge. Which, do you know what? Where I think Laser Bridge kind of has to be at this point?
Shut up.
Bumper ledge.
Shut up.
Mirror, get
Shut
the
up.
Laser Bridge.
Shut
Then
up.
We can kill Trinax.
We checked PED
Yes, we've
115 minutes ago, and it said stop hammer time. I think Synack's file name says it all.
Well, let's think about this for 1 second, because look at the items. When it comes to required items, all we need is a hammer. So at this point, all Synack really needs are the keys. Oh, right, we can't kill Soda Rock. We don't have the big key for Soda Rock yet.
We don't have Titan Spits.
We don't need Titan Spits to beat Soda Rock.
Well, we haven't found Misery Mario yet.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, that's true. How many missed locations are there exactly? Ice Palace.
You have everything that is
Turtle
over
Rock.
in the bottom left corner.
Yeah. Unless we find a connector somehow to get in there. We have back a skull we can check now.
Yeah, that's where I actually think not bumper ledge, laser bridge is under the skull.
I'm pretty sure Laser Bridge has to be in the light world.
Oh, that's right, because this isn't cross world.
So that's why I think it's mirror on top of Dark World Bumper Ledge.
How do you get there, though?
You go into Vanilla Bumper Ledge, which is at the
Oh, right, yes. Dark Lake Hylia.
Yeah, Dark Lake Hylia, Fortune Teller. You hook shot, drop down, you come out on the other end.
Hey, Rambler!
Back to the desert we go!
Guess we are going! We are back into desert. This is really getting sandy. How does there not appear footprints in the sand for all the trips we make? This is trip number 88.
Oh my gosh. Well, Hacksaw, I think, just had to take another bathroom break.
I'm not sure if those are bathroom breaks at this point.
Yeah, it would be straight up think tanks. Well,
they might be drinking breaks at this point.
Good point. Synack now gonna go beat Mothula. That's another thing we can do here.
Fortune teller, fortune teller, fortune teller, fortune teller. Bramble, aren't you glad you're with me for this?
I need all the help sent to me.
Plasma Kappa's here?
Yeah, he's here.
We need 3 crystals to get inside what entrances, whatever, at Ganon's tower.
Which will be Misery Mario at this point.
And another dodge or two. There we go. The Mothula is down to give us a small key to Misery Mayor.
Well, that's our pendant, and we do have the fire and ice rod. So once we find the Turtle Rock big key, we can go pull that pedestal.
I like your optimism.
Only one item away from getting a hammer.
Okay, so next up here for Synack, we are going to flute to 3.
Nope. No times yet. You can't get there going that way.
The only way you can get there is to flute to 4 and go through the castle entrance.
All right, he's now doing what Hacksaw should be doing.
Here we are back in Turtle Rock. This is exactly where Hacksaw needs to go to solve this puzzle. But the thing with Synack is that he does have access to the 2 fire rod spots on the right-hand side.
Yes, there's 2 more checks for us to check. And Synack deciding...
Where's the front entrance?
I want to say in the Ice Rock Cave area.
Oh, Hacksaw's going back in.
Is he going to just attempt to logic break the seed on the right side?
He is going to try to logic break this seed.
Well, to be fair... Oh, this is where it is. Where Synack's going now. Eastern Palace.
Okay, so Eastern Palace is where the front section is. And that will at least allow him to save that key.
Yeah. So you can save that key and just go beat Brian back once he finds something. It could be sitting right here in its vanilla dungeon. Meanwhile, Hacksaw is going to start setting up for this very difficult bomb jump here. He definitely knows the setup for it because he's setting up the right way.
Yeah, because the way you need to do this is you need to you need to bomb yourself over to that side, fall down the hole.
Like that, but, you know, bomb goes to the other side first.
Well, after you light the torch.
And he just got grabbed by the... Nah, he's got to come back and do it all over again.
2 hours, 10 minutes in, we know we have a full entrance shuffle. We know we have a PED required seed. It is 3 to get into the Ganon's Tower spot. But more importantly, 7 to defeat Ganon on this adventure of hell that we're going through right now.
Yeah, this is an oops all dungeon seed because, well, it's not classified as all dungeons, but with Hamper and Pedestal required and Aghanim required to get the mirror, yeah, this is all dungeons.
Hey, Rambler.
Magic tape.
8 and 10 arrows over there, and that's it for Turtle Rock. Here's the thing. You know what Hacksaw's doing right now?
He's setting up a logic break here.
Yeah, but what kind of logic break?
It breaks the fire rod, which Synack has, and
Yeah.
actually go check this in logic.
Yeah, which means that this could be required of Synack to get to the next piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, like this happens to be a time limit. I don't know what Hacksaw's gonna do.
Hacksaw.exe has already stopped working, so I don't know there's much he can really do about
Yeah,
that.
he's just like, yeah.
At this point, he's saying, bleep you blue Joe, die! Oh, that's right. Chat bringing up a very good point. We do have access at least to a few checks in Ice Palace, too.
Yup.
Okay, so next week when we do cross keys, I need to set up what 7 hours for these races? Oh God, no, death.
I don't think you need 7 hours for these races. This is just a total anomaly, in my opinion.
I know. Because we do have players who are specialists at Randomizer. We saw them last week. They're the ones that could beat any Randomizer seed in an hour 40 tops.
Yeah.
We have entrance shuffle experts out there. They're going to be the ones you're going to see that are going to maybe even get close to 2 hours.
Hey, by the way, look where Synack is.
We are back in here. We pulled out the mirror. That is a mirror. Bonk. I like the fact that Hacksaw's continuously moving, though. Uh-oh.
And he just he took
He
a
got
fireball.
1.0'd.
Yup.
And Synack now looking over, mulling over his options. His options, they're on different corners of the map. And hacksaww is going to be attempting this bomb jump once again.
Yeah, he really doesn't have a single idea of what else to do at this point.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate because we know exactly what he needs to do. It's just getting him to the point that he actually does what he needs to do is the toughest thing. And as I've pointed out before, this is the roughest feeling. It's what you're missing. You're missing something. But what is it? And it's easy for us to say what he's missing because we've sat here and we have the ability to make notes and we've seen the other runner do it.
Alright, I think the hacksaw has the setup correctly here.
He does. But he's going to have to hurry once he lights his first torch.
Yeah, wait for the wall master to come down so he can grab by it.
Gonna have to hurry though. Can't take a hit by a fireball.
There we go.
He does pull it off.
Down to 1 heart though.
But yeah, that's the big thing. He's got to stay alive.
Alright, being very careful with the give those.
He's got to be careful in the next room too.
Oh, does he have a heart here? No heart here.
Because these beetles can wreck him as well.
Gets a heart refill at least.
Yeah, thank
That's what he
goodness.
gets,
3
though.
pieces of heart.
Well, now he's going to have to deal with this next room here to get to full left
Yeah.
side.
And he doesn't have a safety.
Yeah, so it's going to be very dangerous.
Yeesh, that was close.
Got through.
Yeah. So he's got 4 checks that he can make right this point.
Yes, we have Bob's check, and we have the Ice Armos. You know, Synack is going to back of Skullwoods here. Here we find just a heart container.
K45. Not really what you want to see there.
I mean, this will tell us if Axel finds what we're looking for. This will tell us where we need Synack to go at least.
Oh,
no! We missed Bob's chest.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
I'm worried now about that chest. Red rupee,
You know,
boomerang,
also.
compass. Okay. He's got easy access back there, though. Just go upstairs and walk your way around. Bonk into the wall a little bit angrily, but it's totally understandable at Hacksaw's point with this.
Oh no!
No, now you gotta walk around and do the. No.
I believe Adirondack.exe has finally malfunctioned.
Finally. Oh, that's painful. More because of all the effort that Hacksaw put into doing that. Now he's leaving the Bob's chest behind. By the way, guess where we're going to be going?
Desert Palace. Chat, I will warn you now. In about 30 seconds or so, Rick will start singing again. Brace your ears.
Gee, thanks, Rambler. I thought I was a good singer.
Oh,
Hey, I just wrote a song. Oh my goodness. Let's have this
literally
happen.
everything.
Oh! Don't get it again. Oh. All right. Hexa needs to remember. Unfortunately, he's now in the dark world aspect. He needs to remember it's the fortune teller, which was part of the entrances into Turtle Rock.
You know, Synack is going into Ice Palace.
At this point, I can't blame him. But you know, both runners are hoping to see a dot done.
Yeah, because they want to forfeit. We're not going to see a dot done for another... Oh, God.
Oh, Hexa at least is going to be attempting this.
This is a little bit of an easier bottom jump than the one he was dealing with in GT. I was just going to hover it, or at least try to.
Oh, that was a very good effort. All right, first check inside of Ice Palace, coming up for Synack after we get rid of the Pentagators and find the big key to Eastern Palace.
That's 2 more checks, though.
Come on, Hexa, pull this hover. Oh.
Hey, guess what we're going to see on the Synack side?
We'll set that up in just a moment. No, you lower the switch first. Nope, you lower the switch first, Synack. Alright, well, he'll learn this lesson at some point.
Well, he actually can't be the dungeon, so it actually doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, true. That is true. Come on, Hexa. Come on!
No.
Yes!
Oh, Hacksaw. I was looking at Synack's side. But yeah, Hacksaw gets the hover to get Mothula.
Oh, don't bonk anymore here, Hexa. Come on, you can do this. Okay, so for people that are watching the right-hand side of the screen with Synack, do you want to explain what's going on here?
It's a little trick that recently got legalized for Randomizer called Icebreaker. Doing a couple of frame-perfect inputs, you can break into Ice Palace using the Cane of Samaria.
And get a shield.
Finally. 2 hours, 21 minutes in, I'm dying for a shield to show up. And Hacksaw, please don't die to Mothula after all of that.
Come on, Hexa, you can do this. Don't get hit with anything to do with Mothula. I mean, you can get hit by a spike, but I don't want to see you get hit by a spike either. Come on, Hexa, you can do this. Oh, we got half magic in that second check in ice.
Yep, half magic here in Ice Palace.
Oh, come on.
And
there we go.
nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fortunately,
yeah, it's not going to do anything for Hacksaw, but I mean, it helps that we finished it. We found the map to Desert Palace, a dungeon that we've beaten and we have visited 80 times.
But now we can know if it's a pendant or... Oh wait, we already defeated it. Never mind.
Answering the question of what is on the pad, stop hammer time. Oh, don't die here, Synack. Not only is this a nightmare seed, this is a marathon seed. That's all we can do, but we do have access to Eastern, and where? Oh, Eastern was up on the castle's second floor.
Yep. So go to Dark World, save and quit, and then mirror and go right.
Synack taking a look. Gets into the mirror portal. See a save and quit. Perhaps there it is. Goal of this seed is to see how many times you can go into Desert Palace.
I think we should just have them both go into the mini beds.
What's that? What'd you say? Synack representing team We're Bad at Team Names. A 5-2 record, trying to remain one game behind Team Kappa in the Lost Woods division of the Light World Conference. Faces But We're Buddies next week, who will be one game behind him should Synack hold on to the lead.
All right, first check here in Eastern with that big key.
Is the other boomerang.
But I do believe this will be our third crystal, so 3 crystals will get us into Ganon's Tower, wherever that is. And maybe that's Mystery Mine.
At this point, I think that's the Palace of Darkness. We are still a long ways from being able to beat this seed. Hacksaw needs to go to the fortune teller to the north of Kakariko Village in the Light World. That is where the east entrance to where the big chest is in Turtle Rock. Use the connector over to the left-hand side where the lasers are, where you normally go towards the first exit of Turtle Rock. Map there, so Thieves Town map. Not that we really needed that at this point. But that will get us on top of the desert and would guide us over towards where the Castle Tower second key is, because this was an Aghanim required seed. It is a full entrance shuffle, not crossword, but a full entrance shuffle. So Synack at this stage needs to go back up onto the mountain to see what we have access to now with our third crystal. But before he does that, he's going to check the stuff that we saw from Hacksaw earlier, as we are back in Ganon's Tower.
Yet again.
The third trip.
Yeah, this, however, will not be a required trip unless obstacles that Hacksaw skipped is the answer.
Yep. Yeah, for those who didn't see it just a few minutes ago, Hacksaw missed the Bob's chest just below the ice armors.
I'm pretty sure Hacksaw's now been going at this for about an hour here.
Yeah. Maybe even more. We know there's nothing else that's in here that would gain any sort of direction for Synack. Again, unless there's something over at the Bob's chest.
I was about to think about this maybe not being logic, but we do have a cape now, so this will be in logic.
They're logically missing a lot for the hammer. All we're really missing at this point is access to Laser Bridge.
And the TR big.
Right, and I'm pretty much putting that together with the TR big at this point.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I know where Laser Bridge is.
Where is Laser Bridge?
Oh no!
Oh no! Swamp.
Never
Okay.
mind. It is a big key, but it wasn't the big key that we need.
Oh, that would have been painful. If that turned out to be Big Key, the Turtle Rock.
Oh yeah.
Actually, that's all of our big keys except for Turtle Rock and Ganon's Tower at this point.
Yeah, the two that we need the most at this point as well. Also, I think that does mean that those two items are go mode items. We just still need to find where Meyer is.
Yeah.
And where Pod is.
Yes.
So that's what we need at this point. We're starting to see a little bit of the oncoming train here. We need the GT big, we need the TR big. We need to find Pod, we need to find Meyer. And I think that's it. We might not need Titansmiths.
Depending on where these entrances are.
Yeah.
Oh, this is worrying me. Rambler, this is worrying me.
Yeah, Synack, looking at where to go, there is still one thing he has to do, which he's been over there a couple times but has forgot about, and that's Bombo's tablet.
That's right, and because we don't have a hammer, because we don't have the Titansmith, there's only one way into the Dark World.
Well, there's two ways.
Okay, yeah, so there's the way that we've seen 73 times now.
Yeah, going through the desert.
All right, Synack. Running around. And Hexa, you are close to the answer if you're thinking about Turtle Rock. But you're now thinking about the other side of this bomb jump. And wasn't the other side of this bomb jump the waterfall fairy?
I believe so, yes. Synack is heading over towards Bombo's tablet. Will this be our TR big? Will this be Titansmiths? I really don't know what else could be. Maybe the swamp bit small. I forgot. That's another thing we do need is a swamp small.
Yes, we definitely do need a small swamp small. And it's not that. It's 50 rupees. So whatever we need, it's up on the top of the Dark Death Mountain. And so Hacksaw finally pulls it off
Now
to find that it's not what we need. You know, the fun thing is, we're done with Ganon's Tower, unless we find the big key.
Yep.
until we get the hammer.
Yep. Hacksaw gonna come back for the Bob's chest now.
Yeah, he's about to get mortified once he finds out that it's a big key, and then a big key to a place he has no access to at this point.
Hey, guess where we're going on Synack's side?
Let me think. He's going into a moist location.
Nah, the opposite.
Dry bones? That's a Mario World enemy.
Eh. Alright, we're gonna come back out here, go on top of Dark Death Mountain, and go open up, see what's in GC.
This will not be our last trip inside. Oh, hacksaw gets grabbed. Don't die. No. Guess where we get to go again, Rambler?
Oh my god.
Guess where we get to go again?
A little cricket.
I have a challenge for the people that have been watching this for the past 155 minutes. To count how many times these runners have been into a portion of Desert Palace.
I'll take the over.
100.
I still take the over.
I know. Here we are back in desert. This is trip number. I can't count. I really don't know why I did this. How many rounds of bowling could you get during the length of this seed?
By myself?
Yes.
Let's see. An average game is about 15 minutes.
Don't die.
You didn't die.
Thank you.
All right. What is behind the tower?
3 crystals to get inside. Survey says. That's it. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Misery Meyer. So there will be 8 checks in here. This will open up Pyramid Fairy, which is probably where Palace of Darkness is.
Can I tell you something, Rambler?
What's that?
Right now, I am glad that I am work from home. Because this is exhausting.
Oh, Hacksaw just got 1.0.
Oh, 1.0!
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Synack took a death in Meyer. Luckily, he doesn't respawn on top of the pyramid.
Oh, my God. This is not how this is supposed to be.
I have regrets.
And it's not the Village of Outcast fortune teller, it's the Kakariko, just north of Kakariko Village. It's the Light World 1. And we did see the connector that goes to the race game. Nothing big inside, nothing major inside. Oh, wow. Those things do a lot of damage.
Yep, we're still sitting on green mail here.
Somebody in chat talking about how we won't be commentating for the rest of this league because the seed's going on for as long. I still gotta get one more race in. Fear, you might have to deduct the 4 points off our team right now because I won't be able to race next week. Or not next week, but the week after. Do not die, Synack. I beg you, please. Hell, Rambler, we might need to be taking a commercial break in just a few moments.
Oh, gosh. I think Fury is just a little bit happy that his seed is not going to be the worst seed of the week.
All right, well, thank you, Synack.
And the one heart. He does have a fairy in a bottle. He did capture a fairy in the first room.
He sure did. Go to the... No.
There it is. Big
Hey!
We are now... I believe we're missing 3 pieces of the puzzle here. We're missing the Swamp Small, the GT Big, and where the heck is Pod? Also, where the heck is Laser Bridge? But I have an idea of where that is. I just hope Synack does as well.
I think you've mentioned it before. Where do you think it is?
Light World Bumper Ledge.
Oh, okay, so... Mirror back.
Yeah.
That's
the other
place...
option is find another small key and take the long way. Is this the small key?
There you go.
The small key to Turtle Rock, so you can take the long way now.
And what does Turtle Rock give us?
Pendant number 3.
And what does pendant number 3 give us?
The freaking hammer, finally. Oh, there's
What
Titan.
does Titan Smith give us?
A few more checks. Namely, 1. Ice Pal's entrance.
I want to point this out to you, Rambler. We could very well now be just a GT Big from Go.
We still need Swamp Small.
Shut up.
Kind of important there.
You're right. I just wanted to think at this light that's now starting to form at the end of this tunnel.
That's still an oncoming train.
How fast is this train moving?
About 350.
I wish my trains moved 350 miles per hour.
10 miles per hour.
Oh, are we talking centimeters per hour?
No, 350 light years.
Because if it's 350 centimeters per hour, I'd make a contrast to the MTA.
Har, thanks a lot.
Well, at least you have trains that run.
That's true. And us essential workers are thankful for them.
Thank you to everyone. Seriously.
Hacksaw's still trying to figure out what to do. He's been thinking for, I would guess, around 80 minutes now.
For our new viewers here that have been watching Hacksaw, what he needs to do is get to the Kakariko fortune teller just north of town. That is the entrance to the Turtle Rock big key, or the big chest. And he needs to make it to the other connector where the seed opens up. Vitreous for Synack.
And Vitreous is gone.
And it's a small key to
Oh.
What? I was hoping it would be Swamp.
Someone wants to see that already.
So this gets us the Pyramid Fairy. Hex still in the Light World. I have a feeling he's not going to be in the Light World for much longer. Hey, good news, by the way, Rambler.
What's that?
Guess what we're not going to see quite as much of on Synack's side?
Because we have the Titan Smiths to get easier Dark World access.
Correct! Over to 3. If I was Synack, I would actually go flute to 6 at this point. But since we're here, we might as well make the best of the scenario and purchase the big pyramid bomb.
Okay. Can we flute with this? I have never tested this before. I'm assuming so. Synack's doing it.
I would have to assume so, unless the game wants us to walk all the way back over. I mean, it seems to have the same kind of properties as if you had the purple chest. What are we gonna find here?
Hopefully it's Pod, because that's the last dungeon we need to find.
And so Synack pops inside, and we see...
Oh, a dog's cave.
A dog's cave!
This is also probably our way to Mire area.
Holy cow, we haven't seen this! 7 checks inside! Small key to Ganon's tower. We're gonna get excited anytime we see a small key pop up on our screen this time. Because we know if it's a big key...
Yeah, it's got a GT big key.
It's Ganon Tower.
No.
Ah, we just beat Misery Mire. Thank you.
No. So, yeah. I'm going to assume this will probably spit us out in one of the Mire locations.
It almost has to at this point.
Maybe Turtle Rock? Oh, there's plays a bridge.
Gabe, you be silly.
No, go back the other way. There's still one more exit.
Nah, we're not getting that. Flute to 6.
Probably.
That's
2.
not 6. That's also not 6, but as long as we can keep some movement going here, I think we'll be fine.
He's going back to Turtle Rock.
So, for those of you who haven't been sitting through enough of this 2 hour and 48 minute splendor, this is the 3rd pendant on this Oops All Dungeons full entrance key sanity seed.
For the record, it is not an all dungeon seed. He just needs to do all dungeons.
What doesn't he have to do?
Well, I said it's not an all dungeon seed per se, but it is an all dungeon seed.
Well, technically, we don't know if we have to do Ganon's Tower.
I guess there's still a chance that we don't need Ganon's Tower.
Which means we may not need the GT big key. Because we don't know if we got fast or defeat Ganon.
Well, it's not fast. Well, I don't know how it works with entrance with the hole being up.
I've never seen that sign before. Have a truly awesome day. Which is almost just slapping Hacksaw in the face at this point.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But yeah, you can't really tell an entrance until you go up against Ganon.
Watch this. Watch where this leads you. Oh, God. Never mind.
Oh, there was no way you can get there. You needed to have the other key.
I think you can get there by mirroring there.
Had to be a pretty precise mirror.
Oh,
that's
no.
Death, but safety door. Desert Right entrance was where Laser Bridge was. Map to Hyrule Castle.
Don't be here, Synack. You have the cape. Thank you.
Piece of Heart. Red Rupee. Green Goo to refill that magic cape that you just used the magic of. But of course we get green jars here.
Yeah. Green jar right before you fight Trinex.
Answering Distad's 28's comment in chat. He's seen the fortune teller though, right? He's missing the entry. What it is that he's missing the idea of the connector. And that is the more painful part. I think that may have been just a few rage bonks against the bumper at that point. Because I feel for Hacksaw. I've had this happen before in one of my races. It's too bad he doesn't have the mirror.
Be careful, Synack.
I totally have a lot of respect for Hacksaw for trying to get through this. Because again, I know it is not a real good, real fun experience to be sitting here doing this. Red Rupee. But more importantly, the blue pendant.
Alright, so we are at about 2 hours and 52 minutes in. And we are finally going to get ourselves a big ol' hammer.
Couldn't Hacksaw just go to a hardware store at this point? Hey, showing us the what the dashing kit has to say.
This one's also every NPC. That's gonna be cool.
It's probably cursing VTorp.
Yeah. Cursing someone, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because Hacksaw, what he needs is Turtle Rock, but it's just unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. This is one of those ones that you hate to see happen. But Synack is about to pull the pad here with the hammer. Stop! Hammer time! Thank you, game.
Finally. Alright, what's the first thing we're gonna do here?
I still flew to 6.
We're missing the Swamp Small. We're missing probably GT Big. We're missing where the heck is House of Darkness.
Yeah. That's why I'd say flew to 6.
I think knocking out Ice Palace, which I think is what he's doing now, is probably the safer route because you know where it is. You know what you know. You can finish it. There's only one. There's like 2 items left for you to get. The hammerlock item upstairs and cold stare.
Hey, Rambler. Here's a question for you. Do you remember where Swamp Palace was?
Swamp Palace. I saw it. I remember seeing it. It's in the Dark World. But I forgot exactly where. Alright, so next we're gonna go to Ice Palace, though.
Here we are in Ice Palace. Now, we've already seen everything except for 1 or 2 hammer block chests, correct? And the first hammer block chest is the one that is on the other side of the icebreaker, and the second would be the item that falls at cold stare.
I guess we're gonna see icebreaker again on Synack's side. There we go,
Nice
first
job.
try.
A little bit better than his first attempt. Come on, hacksaw, go north. Go north. Go. Okay, well, we're not going north.
We might eventually. And for those of you talking about he didn't hit the switch, well, he has enough small keys, and he also has the big keys, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
The fact that he pulled the tongue is something we can give him grief for.
Okay, we'll give him that. But that's just force of habit.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of runners these last 2 weeks do this out of habit. It is so easy when you get downstairs to just like, oh, I have to open up that door. Because I'm so used to going over that side and doing it in a distinct order. Of course, having Canis Mario was just what makes the not turning down the switch a whole lot easier here for Synack. Hacksaw so close. I would love for him to figure this out on his own. What is Cold Stare gonna drop for us?
Hopefully the Swamp Small.
I would love to see the swamp small at this point. Oh, lost him out of the area.
Gotta be
Please
careful.
don't die.
Oh no!
Don't die! I said don't die.
Wow. Oh, cool. The silver arrow shooting the archer when you have him.
A32 rupee, 64. Perfect. 5 for 5 for Hacksaw. And now he's called a creeper. Because he was so good at shooting the arrows inside that shop. Dev Cave, no farming. So, have you seen enough Icebreaker this seed?
No, not enough.
Come on, go in, go in, go in, go
going
in. Thank
But
you.
Please continue.
Come
in.
on. Find the other entrance. No, do not leave. Bonk, bonk,
There we go.
bonk. Go to the left. Thank you.
He's figured it out finally.
Done it! Yes!
And here's where he realizes his mistake.
This is the you have got to bleeping me.
But this is gonna go to Hookshot Cave. Not find the answer in here, but find the answer when he leaves it.
I think that bomb towards the right wall there says enough. Unbelievable. I'm so glad Hacksaw was able to figure this out. Yeah, man, he's gonna get to the end of this and be like, what the hell? But once he gets to the other entrance, this is where things start to make sense. Synack doing a little bit better job getting him into the corner. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
And now we can get that trash, and Hacksaw will be Castle Tower, really? What did we just get?
We got a map.
A
We also
useless
got
map,
the
right?
3-hour mark has just been passed. I don't think it's time to commend our tracker who is still here and still doing a fantastic job making sure everything's kept up.
Dark Diplomat. Thank you so much for listening to me and Rambler ramble on about this seed for 180 minutes.
Full 3 hours.
That is dedication. What was that?
That was Bombos. Which we don't have.
And this is the other side of that Turtle Rock cave of mystery and other hell.
Yeah.
Guess where we are in Hacksaw's side?
Yeah. But he's gonna be walking over to try to find Agus Tower again, which I'm pretty sure he knows where it is.
Chest game!
Here we go. New item. Small
And
key.
ta-ra!
Wah, wah.
Anytime we see a small key, we are going to get excited because we're hoping it's the key that leads us to the end of this seed. Oh, the other
I told you that's what would be
Paradox. Other side of Paradox. Yeah, you're right. We should have checked that. Oh, that's right. We haven't seen Hera Small yet.
Alright, well that's it for the minor area. We still have blacksmith, we still have hammer pegs, purple chest. That's all available to us now.
Plus, we haven't seen what was at the entrance to Turtle Rock yet.
No, that could also be our House of Darkness.
Nor have we seen what's at the Ice Palace entrance.
Correct, which is one of the few things that's... These are all things that are going to be opened by Titans.
Mm-hmm. And the Titans was in the big chest of Misery Mire. Oh, we have a connector. And the other side of this connector takes us over to... Hey, well, we do have a lot of chicks over here in the Village of Outcasts, so this helps.
Yeah, we're gonna knock out the hammer pegs now. We have
value.
Yeah, sure. If we were to come here anyway, then yes, that was faster.
And again, we don't know if we have to do Ganon's Tower to be able to do damage. There's
Hey,
Pod!
there we go.
Behind the hammer, which we need the hammer in order to be anyway.
All right, so we can get a full clear pod, and we need 1, maybe 2 items for go mode. They could both easily be in here.
Yep. If we see the Mire Small, that's not it. Or not the Mire Small, the Swamp Small. Then there's a possibility that we can beat this seed.
And note how many keys we have for pod. We have 4. That means if we skip opening the center door and we do the hammer jump, we can full clear this dungeon with those 4 keys. Also, check out Hacksaw killing Aga with the bug net right now.
Mad respect.
Yeah. Shows he still has a little bit of sense of humor after all this.
I think at this point, you just have to lap this one off.
Yeah. Although he hasn't seen the dot done yet after 3 hours and 5 minutes.
And you know what's going through his mind.
Maybe Synack screwed up also.
Yeah. And for a while there, both runners were having that same issue.
Yeah, until Synack figured it out. However, he figured it out a lot sooner than Hacksaw did.
Yeah. And that really was the difference in this seed.
Yeah.
Who needs what was supposed to be opening day of baseball when he had this on? Thing is that this is going to last just as long as a baseball game would.
This is like, this is turning into like a 25-inning game.
Nah, this is turning into a Red Sox-Yankees game.
Ah, yes.
Those 4-hour marathons. This has been a whole lot of love in this Palace of Darkness. Big key to Ganon's Tower.
Alright, so all we need now is the Swamp Small for sure.
Swamp Small is guaranteed go mode. And Synack playing it very, very careful not to use up his keys.
Yeah, at this point, this is definitely the play to make. You want to be able to full clear this dungeon, you don't want to leave anything behind.
And Hacksaw's about to find out what really happened this seed. This is right here, the big piece of the puzzle. The fact that the mirror was in here. Mire Small doesn't mean anything. It's that mirror. That mirror is the huge component. I like him using the Candace Mario block there to at least keep him at bay.
I don't know what it's setting up here.
Oh, is he doing that quick dash up the steps? Or trying to do that quick dash up the steps?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's trying to do, is do that quick dash up the steps. I really don't know the technicalities of that, but it is one of those glitches that is allowed.
Still no small key to swamp. You do realize that all of Ganon's Tower is now open to us, and the small key to swamp can be in there.
Well, yeah. I do realize that. I don't want to think about it, but I do realize that.
Hey, we're back in desert.
Really?
Finally, blue mail.
Synack's got to pull off this bomb jump, otherwise he's one key short.
Yeah.
And so, yes, we are in desert for the... I've lost count.
Yeah.
I lost count about 3 hours ago.
I've only been keeping count of TR dips. Oh no.
Got it. Tower of Hera small.
Okay, that's one check.
You seem excited. Oh, well, that's why we've had no defense this entire seed. All right, mirror time and one last trek through the long halls of the right side of this Palace of Darkness over to Helmasar. We do know we need the mire, or not the mire, I keep saying mire. We do know we need the swamp small. But what do we need to do in Ganon's tower? We do not know. Because as we found in the earlier race between these two teams, fast Ganon is not a guarantee in an entrance shuffle.
Yeah, I think I would do Turtle Rock before I do. Sorry, Ganon's Tower before I do something like Hera Base.
Oh, hell yeah, I would do that first.
Hey, we're back in desert.
Oh, that's what that is. I have not seen this interior in a while. It was only like maybe a few minutes ago. There's been a few races this week where the runners have forgotten to check the goal. There's the Desert Big for Hacksaw. Hacksaw's finally on the right path.
Yeah, the only issue is he's about, I would guess, around at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half behind.
Yeah.
How many get it falls? Never mind.
Way too many. We don't even count them. Synack facing off against the Helmasar King as Hexa will flute away. And we'll head for the hook shot out. Looks like over the right hand side of the mountain as Synack finishes off with the Helmasar King. Come on, show us a small key.
Hey, that's another check.
That's the Bombos medallion.
Yup, we can now admire.
Is there any chest producing caves that we haven't seen yet?
This is always the part of entrance that always confuses me, because there's probably... They all blend in for me.
Yeah. That's the problem for me, too, is I'm trying to figure this one out. We haven't seen Hype Cave, have we?
We have. Hype Cave was very early in the seed.
Oh, that's right. There's the Fire Rod.
Lumberjack. No, it wasn't Fire Rod. Oh, the Fire Rod for Hacksaw, yeah. Where's the Ice Rod? Was that on the boss? Or that was also like nearby the Fire Rod?
I can't remember.
Well, Synack's gonna do Lumberjack here. Lumberjack's house, yeah, pretty sure it's in the Ice Rod area.
You mean the breadsmith, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm tired.
So am I. It's been 3 hours and 13 minutes.
And you have more excuse. This is your second seat.
This is my second commentary for the day. Nope, that is 10 arrows.
That's Swamp Small.
That's all we are missing. for Go Mode. Just think, we got 2 more days of mystery seeds, 3 more days of mystery, 3 more days of mystery seeds after this.
I might take a week off just because my throat's hurting.
Well, next week is Cross Keys. You won't be missing much.
Yeah, that will be, you know, cross keys will be, this will be the norm.
3-hour seeds?
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, some will get it done too, but yeah. Hey, there's Swamp.
Yeah. Unfortunately, hacksaww can only find one thing in here, and it's not what we're looking for.
Yeah, Swamp is K45.
Ah, yes.
That's where Synack screwed up earlier when going to Bob's tablet.
Well, we found the map to Turtle Rock. You are funny, Seed, you know. Really funny.
Alright, land mode time for Hacksaw.
Yeah, Hacksaw's back in Desert. Who knew? What was on the island here?
A small key.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh no. What are you? What the hell?
Alright, I think we're going to Turtle Rock here.
Gans Tower.
That's what I meant.
I know. I need to make it sound like we know what we're talking about.
It's been a long...
There's the ice rod.
It's been a long... Yeah, it's been a long week for the last 3 hours.
It's been a long seed. Yeah, we did get the Tower of Hera small. Yeah, it's not been checked yet.
Oh, there's so many checks here. So, 16 checks to check. Hopefully, the Swamp Small is one of them.
Well, there are 16 possibilities where we may find a small key to the Palace of Darkness. There's
Hey,
a
just
wig.
Oh,
That's
oh, oh.
small key to Swamp.
Hey!
We did it!
Ladies and gentlemen, at 3 hours, 16 minutes, and 49 seconds, Synack is in go mode.
And if I'm Synack, what I do, go to Swamp, defeat that, go down to Ganon, see if he calls you a dingus. And if he calls you a dingus, we go back up the tower.
Yeah, nothing faster to do it that way. Synack, if you want to go to Swamp, yeah,
There we go.
Listen, it's that direction, but you need a little detour first.
Rambler,
Yes, Rick.
I see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, you finally see it. And it's not an oncoming train this time.
It's not the day late in the morning either. I don't know if, did Hexa intend to drop down here? I don't think so.
I don't know.
No, he didn't. Oh, maybe he's just trying to get somewhere. Oh, that's right. Back here. For the heart container. And the thing is that Synack has nothing he needs to check at this point. It's go straight to Argus and finish the seed off. You have the highest level sword. You have the highest level defense. And you have silver arrows.
Excuse me, we do not have the mirror shield.
We have the highest level sword. We have the highest level armor. We have the highest level of arrows by way of the silver arrows.
Alright, fine. Plus the mirror shield just causes lag anyway.
I think if we ask Hacksaw what his thoughts about Turtle Rock is he wants to burn this place down.
Oh, yeah. And if you're Synack, you're 3 hours and 20 minutes in, and there's still no dot done. Hey, look, another Swalky.
Yeah, to that tower that we still may have to climb after we're done with this. Synack just draining the water instead of doing diver down. As Synack gets ready to face off against Argus. So here's the poll we're going to ask everybody in chat. Is Ganon's tower required? Yes or no? Get your votes in the chat right now.
I'm pretty sure the way the bot rolls, the odds favor yes.
All right, Argus. Try to take care of it fast here. Hacksaw's just waiting for that finish so he can just put this seed to bed.
Oh, yeah. I'll be shocked if he does the forfeit.
I don't think we have enough space for our broadcast if he decides to continue this one on. I think he really is looking for the done at this point. All right. So, where was Ganon? He was in the Lost Woods.
Lost Woods, yes.
Aptly placed location for Ganon, considering the division that we're in. A flute to 3, and then we'll go down and see whether or not Ganon tells us we have to beat all of the goals.
You know, while Hacksaw is going back into...
This is the last we'll see of Desert Palace. He's going to check out of here while Synack finds out if he's a dingus. Nope, he is. We are not done yet. We have to climb the tower. Now, the good news is that the tower, as well as where Ganon is, are both in the light world. So we flute to 7 or 8. Whatever one is faster. I think 7's faster.
Yeah, I agree. There he goes the 8.
Alright, so this is just pretty much a ceremonial trip up the tower for Synack. This is going to be the longest winning time of the week.
So far, yeah, I think Fear Agent had the previous high with the 255.
Let me see. Well, today we had a 46-minute seed. We had a 125 seed. We had a 154, a 203, a 233, a 52, a 149, 139, 153, 201, 51, 121, 202, 133, 122. A 151, 112, I think you're right, 133, 255, 51.
Also had a 254.
A 248, 41.
We had a 302, actually, on Monday. But this is still longer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the 302 was the previous leader in the clubhouse, but that got obliterated tonight.
Yeah. Sorry, Dan Vigneault. You've been replaced.
By the Synack.
Which, at this point, the finishing time is going to be somewhere in the range of...
around 3:30, I would say.
3:29:11.
Alright.
That's going to be my guess.
How 3:30 flat, just for the nice even 210. Is that what it'll be? 210 minutes?
You know, at this point, Synack has got to figure that something happened to Hacksaw. He probably figures there's absolutely no reason why he is leading this seed.
But Hax was probably wondering, maybe something happened to Synack also.
Yeah. Like, that's the only reason why at this point Hacksaw hasn't seen a finish.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to be honest here. This was a travesty of a seed. Three crystals to get into the Ganon's Tower spot. Three dips, or at least 2 dips. I mean, we could have done the second trip in. Finish this tower, but we wanted to, Synack wanted to find out whether or not Swamp was the last piece of the puzzle, and whether or not Fast Ganon was on. Fast Ganon's not.
Yeah.
This was a pedestal seed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the best time that you could potentially ever get on the seed is like 2:45.
I'd love to see somebody who is very, very proficient in entrance shuffle. Like maybe your Pink Kitty Roses, or your Act the Bokers, or your Korex. Somebody who does this a lot more than others. Amazing Afros too, I think, is another one. Give them the seed, what they could probably do. I would probably say the 230 to 245 range would be very fair for it.
I believe so.
Or Banta, yeah.
That's a good one. I know people like that prefer modes like this, like Receipt of Door and Violent Pumpkin would also enjoy this one.
Yep. Okay. Aghanim 2. Ah. You said earlier we needed to send for help. Plasma Kappa's here. That's a nice double. That was just barely a double.
Yep.
There we go. All right. Silver Arrows, Gold Sword for Synack. Maybe my 329.11 was a little ambitious.
Yeah, this is going to be, I would say, right over the 330 mark.
Yeah, I think 330 and change is going to be what is needed now.
Hey, what's in the Ganon hole anyway? I think it's a magic bat.
Where the heck is magic powder?
We don't know.
The world may never know. Big key to Eastern Palace for Hacksaw. And And Synack's about to drop on down, and here we go. It's time to face Ganon. Nice icebreaker for Hacksaw.
Well, Synack starting off the Ganon fight. Let's see how fast we can get this one done.
Yeah, gold sword means we're going to get quickly into stages 1 and 2, then on to stage 3, then into stage 4. And with red mail, we don't have to really worry about getting hit by the bats quite as much as we would have earlier with the green mail.
Yeah, only doing 3 hearts of damage instead of 6. And a good pattern from Ganon.
Yeah, minimal warps.
Only 1 warp, I think.
Yeah.
We might be able to get this 330 in here and see how fast Synack can get this Ganon fight done.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to get it sub 330.
Nah, because it's going to take longer than that's where it's done. But
yeah,
we're just over it as the 4th arrow goes in, and
there it is.
In chat.
So we'll pull ped for food and team. We're bad at team names. We'll split this series 1 game apiece this week as Synack gets the victory. And we'll put the team in a firm 2nd place at the end of week number 4. Get your GGs in the chat as Synack has finished things off with a 3:30:10. And Hacksaw says immediately, and I quote, "About heckin' time."
Yeah, Hacksaw knew exactly where he screwed up, so he was not surprised at all to see the forfeit. But, we're not so surprised at all to see the forfeit, but yeah. He's probably surprised it took this long for even Synack to finish this. So we're going to probably drag him in here and see what they're thinking.
Here's this comment from Synack. Something that starts with a J, something that starts with an F, and something else that starts with a C. We'll leave it to your imagination to what those 3 letters spell out as we welcome in the winner of this torture fest, the Synack.
I'm dead.
Why do you program your bot to be so evil?
No, this is like the 3rd time this bot's betrayed me. The second real time. So I had that Oko Randomizer 57 Triforce piece hunt, right, that I did for the POG Championship tournament, right? I thought that was bad. And that is. It took about 4 hours. This was pretty bad too. I don't even like entrance shuffle, by the way. I freaking hate entrance. And without Seth's tracker, I'd have been completely dead. Hey Hacksaw, how's it going?
Oh, it's going wonderful. How are you guys doing?
Oh, that was a trip and a half.
Yeah,
Jeez, that was like... Sorry.
All I gotta say is I don't usually forget that spot. I don't know. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, so Synack, in case you're wondering why Hacksaw took forever or why you guys took forever, you didn't realize it either at first, but Hacksaw didn't realize it for a full hour and a half, the fact that you could leave out the left side of Turtle Rock.
And that opened this seed up.
Because that led to the Agate Tower key, which led to the mirror, which led to everything. But what we really want to know is what these entrance rando cross key specialists would do to this. Even though this wasn't technically cross keys, it was only full entrance shuffle. We spared you the cross part.
Yeah, it was like a miserable cross key seed. Except without the cross.
Yeah.
The seed crossed you.
Yeah. Oh, it became like all dungeons, right? And like, I hope that you guys just lit up the chat when you saw that pedestal item.
You were the first of the 2 to check that, and you checked that right in your first cycle through. And for a while, we were sitting there hoping, well, maybe we don't need that off the pedestal. Maybe the end goal is going to be something like 3 or 4 crystals to defeat Ganon.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, once I read that 7 on that pyramid sign, I was like, oh, well, all right, go ahead and get cozy here.
There's just no words to describe what we just witnessed on this.
I think your comment of the IRC is a very much enough said about this.
Yeah. So me and Desert Palace, we're like best buds now.
Yes, I know.
BFFs forever.
I know. We lost count how many times you went through that middle section of Desert Palace.
Yeah, it was like an infinity dip desert. Well, to be fair though, it had access to a couple, like it had my Dark World access for the longest time.
By the way, how nice was it to go through desert, pop out on the other side, and then immediately find the small key to desert, which led to the boots?
That was kind of nice. It's like, yeah. But then I realized, oh, now I'm gonna have to do Aga, and then go find a bunch of fun stuff there. And yeah. Yay! Those mitts. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Which, were the mitts even required, per se? I'm trying to think if it was or not.
Yeah.
Was there anything at the Ice Palace entrance? I thought there was.
No, there wasn't, but you needed to get to the Peg Cave.
That's right, Peg Cave.
Where Palace of Darkness was.
Yes.
So mitts were required.
Yeah. I felt like I don't know, it's all a big blur right now.
Yeah, there was so many things happening this seed. If you guys have 3.5 hours to kill, watch the entire VOD and see all the. Oh god, it was wild watching Hacksaw run around, checking just 2 or 3 times, doing
6 times,
doing glitches that we very rarely see involving bomb jumps.
Hey, at least I kept it legal.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question to you is, after you finally pulled off that the Spectacle Rock bomb jump, how annoyed were you to find that it led you to the waterfall entrance?
Yeah, it was pretty annoying.
I was pretty annoyed. But, you know, I was like to the point where I had stuff to do. I don't know, Hacksaw, what do you think?
So the one that got me, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I was in GT trying to get right side with just a lamp.
Oh!
So I make it through, and then I'm in the RMG tournament too. So just that kicked in when I hit that room, and I completely skipped Bob's chest.
Yeah.
So I have no idea.
And it had a big key.
Figures.
To swamp.
Yeah, which only led to a small key for Turtle Rock, actually.
But still, our hearts dropped when we got Synack back in there to find out that it was a big key. We're like, oh no. And then it turned out to be one of the more meaningless big keys of this seed. But yeah, I don't know if we really could say much else about this seed. It's a seed that happened. It's a seed that maybe gave out a little bit niceness at the very start, and then it all went to crap afterwards.
Yeah, I like to call these dumpster fire.
We just got ourselves an Oops All Dungeons.
It was an Oops All Dungeons pedestal seed to get the hammer, and it was also entrance shuffle plus key sanity.
Hey, and no Randomizer shenanigans rolled. I will say that
I was kind of happy about that part.
Yeah, and I got to do standard.
Holy lag time! 22 minutes and 20 seconds.
Wait, we're still supposed to be finishing?
13 Gold Sword. I mean, I'm sorry to anybody who had these runners on their fantasy league this week.
I don't know. I'm sure you got some bonks out of me though. I don't.
55.
Oh. It's not the worst number of bonks I've had.
I think I had 40 in one of my seeds. I know the fun thrills of bonking, but I think at this point we just want to put this seed to bed. I mean, we've been here now almost. It's close to going on 4 hours.
Before I put this one to bed, I'm going to go grab my kids' Legos, pour them all out over the floor, take my shoes off, and start dancing.
Well, you go have fun doing that. That'll be painful, but I think that's less painful than what you just had to put up with.
Exactly.
I just have to say, I have one word. Are you not entertained?
Synack? No, we're not entertained. Yeah, how about that 3-hour paradox check? I don't think we have anything else we want to add to this, though. I think we're pretty much all set and ready to. I think we're all set and ready to go to finish off this seed. GG's for putting up with this seed. GG's to you, Synack. Congratulations. That puts Team Bad firmly in second place heading into next week's battle against But We're Buddies, who will be tied, or rather, they'll be holding on to third place firmly. And I got to give you a lot of props for seeing through this seed as long as you could, Hacksaw.
Dude, I tried. I really tried.
Thanks for playing in this. Like this could have gone either way, right? Like you could have just absolutely nailed me. Like you're a way better runner than me when it comes to execution and stuff. Like I was a spaghetti fest. So there's that.
Well, unfortunately, we saw that in your full cold stare fight there, Synack.
My goodness. By the way, did you guys shout out the throwback races tomorrow and Saturday?
Oh, we can remind people about that because that is coming up tomorrow, 9 o'clock, as well as Saturday at 3 p.m. We're going to go back in time 3 years to when the first tournament was around, and you could find Gold Sword immediately, and version 18.
Yeah,
it's back where Hype Cave got its name, right?
Back when Hype Cave got its name, absolutely. So that's coming up tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern. Everyone is welcome to join. And then once again, Saturday at 3 p.m. Let's go ahead and wrap things up. Special thanks to the Trekker who saw all of this through in Dark Diplomat. I'm Adirondack Rick for NY Rambler, who already had to sign off. Thank you very much for joining us. Tune in for more Link to the Past Randomizer League tomorrow when Death King 2 takes on Ursula for 115. The next broadcast coming up on the Speed Gaming channels will be coming up tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. for some Mario Kart 64. With that being said, have yourselves a fantastic remainder of your day and burn this seed. Good night, everyone.
It's a Hasserbot. Why?